Very, very, very rare Sunday. Very rare one. Indeed. A very rare one. Indeed. Check everything if everything is all right. Yeah. Looks good. That looks fine. All right. Guess we'll transfer over. Hi there. Hi, 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 hi. I had a fun time last night. Chat. I got what I needed out of that show I went to last night, and it was fantastic. It was fantastic, fantastic, fantastic indeed. It's probably, it was much needed. For those of you who don't know where I went last night, I went and saw Star Junk 95. Highly recommend them. Highly recommend them. And double check a few things before continuing. Dude, wow. Okay. All right. Anyways, checking in on notifications. No notifications as of right now. I apologize. So that is Sag. I need to post clips that I saw from. It was good. It was a good show last night. Yeah, I took a shower, put on some new deodorant, went out, had a blast. Did not drink as much as I used to, which is a good thing. I only had 2 drinks last night. 2 drinks last night. That's a record for me. 2 drinks. 2 drinks last night. I drank 2 drinks last night. Why the fuck is it red still? Can you please be green? Please, for the love of God, be green. There we go. Thank you. Oh no, wait, it's yellow. Yellow, it's yellow, it's yellow. It's yellow. Okay, good, it's green. Yeah, I had a blast last night. Then after that, left, grabbed myself 2 bags of dicks, ate them, then made it home at about last night, almost 2 a.m. Almost 2 a.m. when I got back. And then I went to bed. I might be a little bit on the tired side, so we'll see how it goes today. I do have some cool things to show off, including a rabbit hole I discovered on Blue Sky recently. Um, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be classic. You know what? Since we're here, before we even get into it, let's discuss kind of what we're gonna be doing. Do a good old fashioned town hall esque meeting in terms of try and look through here. Oh, for fuck's sake! Place. What about here? Oh, trying to go to. Oh, I need to go to Google Google Doc, Google Drive. Oh, fuck you. Google Drive. Google Drive. See, there we go. Cause there we go. There we go. Oh, they really did that. All right, let's look into it, huh? Well, let's go into it. There we go. All right. PC. So we're still in the middle of Tamagotchi life. I think we're gonna give it like a few more episodes. I think like maybe 2 or 4 episodes, or maybe 3. Because I kind of want to create a few new characters. Finally, get my main character to get a baby, and finally remit to it. So we'll do that. We're halfway through the Telltale Walking Dead. Halfway through. We're only halfway through. We still need to finish Dark Souls though, before I can even do Dark Souls 2 or 3 right here. Continuing Oblivion, that might be a later type thing, but I'm thinking of maybe after I think I was thinking maybe after we finish Directive 8020, we do Conker's Bad Fur Day. I think we'll do Conker's Bad Fur Day, which will be nice. Also, just since I'm going to be editing this doc, I need to double check Holston and Animal Use Protocol for the dates for our spooktacular. We didn't do. I still need to work on roguelite roulette. Wing cam streams. I apologize if we haven't been doing any of them. I do have one that is planned, but we'll see if it goes well. But I think we're going to be doing Conker's Bad Fur Day next as a game because I've been meaning to do a nice little platformer that will get me some major views because I'm a talking animal like Conker as a red squirrel. Why do they say red? It's fucking orange. Okay, this is something I want to crash out about. Why do they say red when it comes to hair? They describe it as red. Motherfucker, it's orange. It's fucking orange. Just say orange hair. But no, it's red. It's red because it looks like fire or something. Who do I need to beat up? Chat, who do I need to beat up? Who do I need to beat up? Who invented like, oh, it's a red hair? No, it's orange. It's literally orange. It's orange. It's orange. But whatever. Anyway, Conker's Bad Fur Day. So also Red Dead Redemption 2. That is going to be oh wait, that's a 4th. That's going to be 4th of July weekend, by the way. That will be, I think, that will be, you know what? Let me, shoot. Let me switch back here because I can't open my calendar because it opens up to my fucking email. Also, I may need to do a quick edit on one of my VODs, though, real quick. For the YouTube studios to fix it. Side here. But, hold on here. There we go. Let me double check here for 4th of July weekend. Here we go. Yeah, I'm going to be taking the 1st all the way through the 5th off. I'm going to be taking that, yeah. The 1st through the 5th, that's where we are going to be, that is where we're going to be, I think that will be where we're going to be. So, here we go. But yeah, it's Wednesday from the 1st through the 5th. We're going to be playing Red Dead Redemption back-to-back days. It's like a mini marathon, if you will. A little mini marathon, will. I describe it as a mini marathon because bitch. Hold on. No. I don't want to trim this whole freaking one. I want to trim a section, if you will. Hold on, I need to. Lay. Doing something real quick here. There we go. Yep. There we go. All right. Did a little quick edit right there. Had to remove a section from a VOD because it showed my personal email, and it's also my real name, so I don't want to have that revealed to the world and dox myself by pure accident. So, all right, we got that out of the way. But yeah, the first through. So yeah, that will be 4th of July weekend. That will be the 1st of July through the 5th. We'll be doing a back-to-back of Red Dead Redemption 2. I think we're going to be starting real early just because of just how long the game is. I think I'll be honest, I'll give some predictions with our 4th of July weekend. I think we'll only make it like halfway through the game. Maybe. Or at least out of everything. We're going to be playing it on PC for the first time. So, yeah, we're halfway done with the Telltale the Walking Dead series. We're almost done with that. Tamagotchi Life, I think I can get like maybe 2 or 4 more streams out of it, depending on how things go. I do need to grab it and show what updates I have to it. So, yeah. Okay, Spooktacular. There's Fatal Frames 2, Alan Wake 2. 2 games that still haven't come out, but I do need a backup game to like make up for it. I think we're gonna have to come up with a few backup games for that. So let me see here. I'm gonna open up Steam here, because you guys do not want to see my Steam store front page at all whatsoever, mostly because what the fuck is this? Nightmare Decay. That's a little. Wait, what's this? Butcher Creek. Hackens. Ooh, what is this? Oh, it's by David. Oh, interesting. But okay. You know what? I'll throw that in. That. Ooh, all right. I think I'm gonna add a few here. Like Iron Lung is kind of one that I wanted to do, the original Iron Lung game, just because of the film. I learned today that excuse me. I recently learned today that Iron Lung is the film by Markiplier is dropping later this month, so I'm pretty excited. And it's going to be exclusively on YouTube, so I'm excited for that. Man, I hope I don't get sick. That's my greatest problem. If I get fucking sick this week, I'm going to be pissed. I don't have the hours for it. All right. Rewind or die. Is this a puppet? Oh. Oh, interesting. That's weird. A little bit on the bad side, but God, I really do not like the not safe for work games. Oh, Jesus, tap dancing Christ. I'm gonna turn off the volume for some of these. Yeah, we're not gonna. There has been some weird fucking games I'm being recommended. No horror games recommended to me. No horror games recommended to me, and it's really, really fucking weird. Yeah, there's Subnautica, and I do need to play Subnautica. Ooh, the first one is like $8 as of right now. Do I have this in my library? Do I? Huh, looks like I didn't. I don't. Well, at least it's for $7. Why not? I feel like if I am gonna be like, Oh shit. Where's my wallet? Oh, there's my wallet. If I'm gonna be doing Subnautica, I think that's gonna be like its own thing. Excuse me. Ugh, I'm full of like ugliness and boogers right now. Oh, here we go. Okay. The funny 3 numbers on the back of my card. Ah, shit. Hold on. Ah! Saved myself on that one. Wait. Shit. Did I really fucking did that? Great. 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 Fucking great. Did I really do that? Why did I hit PC instead of fucking... That's gonna be another cut for later. Anyways, let me kind of look through here. Back to the store though. I don't have any like big horror games other than I do know the Silent Hill game. Actually, you know what? Let me add the game here since I saw it earlier, but we have a new Silent Hill game. I forget what it was. Like, I don't think it's Downpour. What's like a new one? And I know Dybala asked if we can do like the OG Silent Hill games, and that's most likely, you know, this next Silent Hill game though. Not F, not 2. Townfall, that's it. I think that's the Townfall? Yeah, Townfall. Townfall, that's the name of it. We'll add that. Still need to get Fatal Frames 2. It's the Fatal Frames 2 remake. So, yeah, I think we added like a few in there. I don't know what other horror games that we're gonna have for the Spooktacular. We do need some Saturday stuff. As for this though, I'm still waiting. Speaking of Switch 2 unboxing, I think that's gonna be like combined right here. And I do have the money to put down to get one. I do have like a good old 4-finger discount in getting it. All I just need to pay is like an extra $100 or something like that. The only issue though, as I currently am standing, is that I'm still waiting on, I think, like Duskbloods getting announced. Like, yes, there is Firefox, the new Firefox remake that everyone is like shitting on, but I've been hearing rumors of a new From Software game coming out, and I heard it involves pirates. So we're kind of gradually, I feel like with this one, we'll be kind of done the Tomodachi Life. We're going to be, well, that's not how you spell Tomodachi anyway. It's actually, oh, that's not it. There we go. Tomodachi Life, that's it. Got that. Then we're halfway through with this one. I think this is like 1, 2, 3, like 4 more streams of this. So like 4 more streams. And it might be, and we might connect it back to the Spooktacular maybe. So, and I kind of want to take a break from it just so that I can do those very first 2 seasons and enjoy it. So yeah, I think that's totally fine. Okay. I think I've been on this long enough, huh? You've been on this long enough. Let's go down a rabbit hole. Let's go down a rabbit hole here for a moment. So I was alerted about this on Twitter. So I decided to go to the post itself because I have a Blue Sky account. Yes, I do go to everyone's like worst hated left wing site, but hey, I post stream updates and an occasional post or two. But I do want to talk about this post that I found recently. See if I could like expand the. Let me do this real quick. Boom. All right. Fell down a rabbit hole. Apparently, the most thorough guides for Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 are written by a woman who has been thoroughly blogging all her video game opinions since the 1980s. She gave Baldur's Gate 3 a 2.1 out of 10 rating and scathingly calls it a Reddit RPG. Now, when I saw this, I was like, what in the heck is going? What the heck is going on? But let's continue down the thread. Her actual coverage of BG3 reads like someone who feels compelled to do the bare minimum of a thing but has no taste for it, LMAO. Many of her favorite games are from the 1980s and 90s, and she also apparently hated Morrowind so much that she never played another Elder Scrolls after that, which is fucking insane, considering Elder Scrolls Morrowind was like that big first step from what it was before in those first 2 games to where it is now. But I don't blame her that she kind of left that. Oh man, this is going to be fun when I read this one. Likewise, she detests Fallout 3, normies, and basically any live service game LMAO. Okay, I'm interested. I'm interested because I have a interest in knacks of wild opinions. So let me read this. Casual RPG games can be played by absolutely anyone, which is a bad thing. Pandering to the lowliest gamer's convenience. Casual RPG games are easy to get into and quick to beat. No gaming aptitude or pedigree is required to play casual RPG games. Advertised as a deep and immersive by publishers and hack journos. Casual RPG games are actually as shallow as puddles. Suffice it to say that the casual RPG games are absolutely stinkers of unworthy of CRPG hoods. Morrowind is a prime example. Damn, like the language that she used is utterly insane. But there's like a sense of educational like vocabulary in it, but also at the same time, like that difficulty curve is a very interesting opinion and perspective. But let's keep going. Fallout is one of her favorite Fallout 1 is one of her favorite games. Fallout 3 is so hated that she refuses to refer to it by name. Wow. Which is kind of interesting because one of the streamers I watch, Mint Castella, she loves and loathes Fallout 1, but hates all the other Fallout games. And she hated all the other Fallout games because of one reason alone. She hates them because of the referential humor in it. She really didn't like it. It's insane, man. It's insane. Oh man, that's insane. She uses pink text to highlight routinely as a dog whistle to refer to games that she hates absolutely the most. Well, yeah, resize here just for everyone's sake, because it is a two-parter. Hold on. There we go. Casual RPG games can be played by absolutely anyone, which is a bad thing. Pandering to the... Oh, wait. I think we just read this one. What's this one? Also including a construction kit, Morrowind Overrated becomes the fan fave Elder Scrolls game and is immediately followed up by a linear expansion Bethesda made with the kit. However, it is the most overrated RPGs of the 2000s. Pure... Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. More examples of the form. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. A heavily modified Aurora Powers Knight of the Old Republic Odyssey. Many Star Wars fans go crazy over it. However, Knights of the Old Republic is a blatant console game in every convenient way. So the discerning reader of good taste is advised to steer clear. Compared to Baldur's Gate 1 original, BioWare's first CRPG, which runs at 60 AI update per second. Knights of the Old KOTOR's gameplay is just so damn slow. It is slower than it is slower even than Neverwinter's Nights 1. I can't believe people actually play this stuff. Don't they get bored and fall asleep while derping about in slow-mo? Crazily, every creature in this game has massive hitboxes. They seem to take up an unreasonable amount of space even while standing still. In fact, creatures and NPCs might as well be cruise ships for all the hope we have of getting around them. They are always in the way anyways. In Knights of the Old Republic, we used WASD, which is WASD, which is kind of for movement. It's a party-based CRPG that isn't even point and click. And we use the tab key to switch between characters? There are so many cutscenes and boring voice dialogues that go on, so much so that one might think they were watching a lame sitcom starring the dullest characters imaginable, not to mention swoop bike racing and Pasca minigames. I can't take Knights of the Old Republic seriously because it is 100% a console game in terms of cam, control, UI, target demographic. Indeed, there is nothing about Knights of the Old Republic that says, I'm a PC game, aside from uninstall.exe, which I double-clicked with the greatest relief after forcing myself to endure the epic blatantly in its loathsome entirety. Wow. Fucking wow. I never played Knights of the Old Republic, but I know of the twist, though, in the game for some reason. That was spoiled, but it's one of those RPGs that I need to try. So, but I'm more of a actual modern RPG type duck, but all right. She also has an interesting obsession with clarifying video game genres by race. Oh, geez. Wow. Jagged Alliance, Tactics, CRPG, James Pond, Enigma, British platform. I love how exact that is. Like, British platformer. British Fighting Flight Sim. Okay. She has done Best of the Year posts from 1987 to 1996. You get the sense that she stopped after 1996 because she feels like that no good video games have been released since then. Oh, jeez. Well, let's see here. Actually, let me resize. Size. Well, we could. Oh wait. There we go. There we go. So, it's kind of weird. They don't even tell you the names of the games, but if I could think here, this is most likely, if it's Westwood, that's what Westwood Studios, which I think is Command and Conquer, I think? Command and Conquer? I don't know who these are, but I'm pretty sure id Software is Quake. I'm pretty sure it's Quake. This tidbit from her Dragon Age Origins coverage is extra funny because she is dripping with disdain for it and gave it a 3.5, but apparently also has a strong opinions on how to mod it best for your multiple playthroughs. Man, I have a weird feeling she's British. This person that is making all these is British. Like, legitimately British. If she's an American, I would be, well, be fair, I wouldn't be surprised, but also I would be, my eyes would have just gone like that. But all right, skip the fade. I'm a fan of skipping a tedious segment of Dragon Age Origins that plays exactly the same each time we play, regardless of your character. The fade is so tedious that the mere thought of it kills people's desires to replay what would otherwise be a replayable CRPG. This mod is just a 26 kilobyte NCS file that you throw into your override. You will receive all stat bonuses and codex entries without having to slog through the stupid fade. I'm sick of Dragon Age Origins. Take me back to Baldur's Gate, please. It's so much better. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Don't worry, there's more. There is more. I mean, it's insane. I really want to check out their blog at this point because I really want to see what their opinions on it is, man. It's insane. All right. She loves Baldur's Gate 1, but relatively detests Baldur's Gate 2. Interesting. Hold on, I gotta. God damn it. Sorry. Fly. There's a fly. Oh. That's cool. All right, Baldur's Gate 1 versus Baldur's Gate 2. Let's begin with a conclusion. Baldur's Gate 1 is better than Baldur's Gate 2. Low-level AD&D campaigns are EOIPSO superior to midpoint and epic ones. Baldur's Gate 1 is about open-world exploration, scouting, and survival, whereas Baldur's Gate 2 is about bulldozing the opposition from the Chateau Irecluse to the throne of Ball. What I mean is, in BG1, we only have a few spells, items, and abilities, and that means we have to use them wisely if we want to survive. Whether's in Baldur's Gate 2, even at the beginning, we have too much at our disposal. There are just too many ways to easily win. Each level up in BG1 is meaningful. That taco gain, that HD gain, that spell slot, those thief skill points, not so in BG2. BG1 did everything better than BG2. Moreover, the campaign was developed in parallel with the Infinity engine, making it by far the greater creative, technical, and organizational achievement than by then fledgling developer BioWare. As with Fallout 1 versus Fallout 2, it is a complete joke to cite BG2 as a greater achievement than BG1. BG1 was seminal. It helped spark the greatest era in CRPG history. It is the second best D&D CRPG ever, and the fourth best CRPG, whether BG2 is a monstrous distortion of the gold standard in classic AD&D adventuring set by BG1. In comparison to the original, the sequel is a ludicrously grotesquerie. Oh, jeez. BG2 is what happens when developers listens to fans. The reason BioWare threw in romances and long-winded banter. What the fuck? She hates romance in games? What the fuck? Like, okay, let's be fair here. I have a hint here that this woman is married. This is a married woman. So, you'd rather go at it alone. But the fact that she isn't a fan of fans giving suggestion is insane. Because as of right now, when it comes to gaming, I feel like developers should be listening to their fans as of right now, because it's more important as of ever as of right now, because every single game fucking sucks, man. Man, she really does not like it when fans try to come in and make this game worse than before. Oh wow, we got more here. Hold on. Gotta expand here. Doop. Transform. A little bit bigger this time. Here we go. Also, apparently she hates the entire concept of 3D graphics and regularly has rants about how 3D graphics destroyed video games. She also has not really organized her site well. LMAO. Try very hard to find your way around. Made to Reddit. Okay. Man, I really want to hear that opinion of hers with 3D graphics. Okay, I'll leave some predictions as to why that she doesn't like 3D graphics. I think the first thing is every time, I think one of the big problems with modern gaming, I think, is you have the usual chuds that would go, hey, I like this game because the graphics are really pretty and all. It kind of reminds me of this post recently where it's like a trash bag full of trash graphics, but the story, music, and gameplay is like a piano burning on fire. And if I were to say that what that game is, it's Fallout New Vegas, because it came out in 2010, and the graphics engine for that is so old now, by the time 2010 came around, that a lot of people were wondering as to why Fallout New Vegas still has that Gamebryo engine look. They still work on the Gamebryo, by the way. Like, Rockstar Games' Rage engine is based on Gamebryo, and also the Creation engine from Bethesda is also a, if I recall, is based on Gamebryo itself. So I think I kind of see why she hates 3D graphics. Like, she hates that because 3D is kind of the way to go. It might lead to people choosing graphics over gameplay, which I kind of see the argument. that she'll make. But let's continue, huh? Let's continue. Let's start here. She gave a Sage of Dragonspear the generally agreed to be mid Beam Dog late expansion to BG1A 6.2 compared to BG2's 6.8, making it one of her best reviewed games of the modern era, aside from some random Fallout mod and a Stalker mod. She has no review for the original Stalker. Wait, wait, Stalker? As in, wait. Stalker's 3D, right? Or is this like a different video game? You know what? Let me check here. That can't be right. Like, hold on. Was there like another version of Stalker video games that I don't know about? Or because I know that they released a recent one, but okay. Yeah. Shadow of Chernobyl, the first release. God damn. Like that original one from 2007. God damn. Shout out to Stalker, by the way. I forgot about Stalker 2. Was that like release? Oh, it's published by them. I need to give that original Stalker game like a try, maybe, but that's like a different. But that's so weird, and I think that's a little bit hypocritical for her because she hates 3D graphics but likes Stalker. Okay, I'm a little bit confused on that one. I'm a bit confused on that one. Okay, fun bit is that she's very set on referring to the I'm sorry if I mispronounced here, Vatican magic system. Another bit that may be fun if you are old enough. Oh, it's a magic system. It's a magic system. Let's take a look at this, huh? Let's take a look at this. Give me a minute. I need to eyes everything again. I can expand the photo. Baldur's Gate magic, Vatican magic system. While melee combat, range combat, and thief, stealth, and backstabbing are the great utility in Baldur's Gate 1 original, is Arcane, and lesser to extent divine spellcasting that steals the show and dominates the battlefield. Spellcasting constitutes the most complex aspect of Baldur's Gate's combat system, and thus it has this steepest learning curve, but its payoff is immense. Into Baldur's Gate magic spellcasting strategy. Baldur's Gate employs the Vatican magic system as per AD&D 2nd edition rules. Put simply in gaming terms, spellcasters have a spell book and a certain amount of memory allocated to spells, which, depending on the nature of the spellcasting, Arcane or Divine, is based on their specialization, wisdom score, levels, and equipped items. Interesting. She's really into it. And turns out the person in question just liked it. Like the thread. Interesting. Now I'm kind of curious. Who is this person? God damn, this is just... Shout out to Lil Lori 1, a blog of history of computer games written by a CRPG veteran. Oh, wow. Oh, man, they did the classic video right here. Oh, man. She really hates Reddit, which, to be fair, can I be honest? To be honest, I'll be kind of honest when it comes to hating, like, Reddit, if you will. I don't blame her with the Reddit CRPG. Oh, man. traditional RPGs. Much of the subreddit community commentary is fake. Upvoted behaviors of subreddit includes, oh wow, fan wikis they use to prove their points. AI generated imagery as art. Oh wow, she really. RPG gamers advise new games ignore older ones like they never existed. They refer to Baldur's Gate 3 as Baldur's Gate and Oblivion with Guns as Fallout. They even advertise discounts despite the fact that the current gen console games are dime a dozen. It isn't paying 45 euro. Okay. So she's European. Okay, she's European. So yeah. 45. I'm guessing that's euros or pound. Actually, it looks like the pound. Is that the pound? I think that is a pound. For the flight combat simulator, but acts like it is. RPG players play games because they go on sale, but one day they may realize that it's just because something's cheap doesn't make it a good value. With attention spans akin to lightning bolts, they bounce off a dozen $2 games in their backlog, which makes them excited so much so that they need to tell everyone about their massive backlogs, how many games they own, but none of them which they play on their precious digital distribution platform. And she really isn't a fan of everything. Oh wow, she's like into it. So why can't she just title the game? Okay, I see like the best games right here. Okay, she says she doesn't even say like what the best game is. I'm sorry, but you're gonna be saying like what the best game was. Shouldn't you just like list it out as well? Like, I really don't like how vague it is. Oh, here we go. The awards. Okay, what about best game of all time? Ah, here we go. Best game. Oh, wow. She's like, really. If you don't play the original, you didn't play the game. That's a really insane thing to say. You know, I'm kind of thinking here. What is her, like, other than Baldur's Gate, what is her dream game? Because if she plays so much of it, why can't she just take the time out of her busy schedule instead of writing this, just make her own game? Make it her own special CRPG. Like, I feel like if you make your own CRPG, like, wouldn't that be just much more better than just, I don't know, still complaining about all the games that are being made as of right now? Oh, wow. Here we go. Hall of Fame Non-Arcade Edition. Frontier Elite 2, 1993. Jagged Alliance 2. XCOM UFO Defend Mythos Games. Sid Meier's Colonization. Sid Meier's Civilization. Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri. Alpha Centauri. M1 Tank Platoon. Sid Meier's Civilization 1. Oh, Civilization 2. Civilization 1. Quake. Wait. So wait, you like Quake, but you hate 3D graphics. I feel like it's kind of hypocritical if you're saying that you detest 3D graphics, but yet you like Quake, which is technically a 3D graphic game. I feel like that's a little bit hypocritical. But whatever. Fallout Interplay 1997. Could really play that original Fallout game and actually learn the difficulty curve. And then there's XCOM. Enemy Unknown. Yeah, I think they remade that. God damn though. This is like Some arcade right here. Wait, she talks about Baldur's Gate 1, but why isn't it, like, in here? Unless it's, like, a really lowly rated... Like, I'm a little bit confused. If she likes Baldur's Gate 1 so much, why isn't it, like, one of the best games as compared to all these other games right here? I'm just a bit confused here. Unless it's kind of focused on that. God, this is such a weird rabbit hole to go down on. But she has to be like, okay, it's 1970s. God damn. She's been a gamer since the late 70s, but started blogging in the late 80s, so I'm guessing she's like old. Man. Oh, Jesus, tap dancing Christ. But she really, really hates... Man, it's insane that she really hates, like... I like how they call it Reddit RPG. Which is insane because I feel like people could do it better, but I am interested in Baldur's Gate 3 though. Let's see the Baldur's Gate 3 one. All right. Xbox. Oh, there's a lot of comments. This is one way off the mark as Baldur's Gate title. It may be decent on its own, but that is a little concern to this geek. Oh, jeez. That's a long fucking comment, man. But why did she, like, straight up hate it? Kind of really confusing. This is just a fun rabbit hole, man. Oh, this is a fun rabbit hole to go down on. Somebody who has a completely batshit insane opinions on gaming. I think my only question even about this whole thing is like just 3D graphics alone. If 3D graphics were like, I kind of understand why she would end up hating 3D graphics, because gamers will become more obsessed with 3D graphics than anything else. Instead of the gameplay itself. Really doesn't like it when... But she said Quake is one of her favorite games. That kind of makes her somewhat a bit hypocritical, I guess. But I don't know why she would give Quake as an exception to it as compared to, like, I don't know, like all the other video games that she has played. Like, is there like a modern game as of now that she likes? I think that's kind of like one big question. Like only two questions here, I think, in this whole thing. Is one, is there like a modern game now that she really, really likes, but I can't find it maybe in this vlog where it's like, hey, I actually like this game from this year and all that, which, okay, fair enough, understandable. Like a modern day game that kind of fits within it. But then there's like the other question is, if you don't like all the games that are out there, why not just make your own? Like, I feel like that would make sense, really. It's a wild rabbit hole. It's a wild rabbit hole. Because because I'm thinking about just getting into game development, but do it as like my own solo thing, really, because I'd rather just be independent. Make my own survival horror game, for God's sakes, or maybe even, my dream game is to make a looter shooter. I wanted to make a better looter shooter that is a carbon copy of Borderlands 2, but better. But that's going to be like a long fucking time. Be a long time until then, man. It's insane. It's just insane. That was a fun rabbit hole right there. But hey, she's entitled. At the end of the day, she's entitled to her opinion. I'll be quite honest. She is entitled to her opinion because she is from a completely different generation than mine, but also, hey, we exist, Death of a game over a joke. Do a react inception or whatever. Usually I would find like a weird YouTube video to look around on, but it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. The AI bubble keeps popping? I'll probably. That was a fun rabbit hole, man. That was a fun rabbit hole. Jesus Christ, 2 hours and 30 seconds? There was like a, yeah, I think I'll explain one other thing from this week since we played mixtape. I did have like a YouTube commenter that literally came back right after I streamed it, commented saying that it was a great game and it's not woke. Man, he's gonna hate the fact that I disagree with him, except for the not woke part. The not woke part, it's like it isn't because it's not because it's woke for me. It's because it's just a bad game in general. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand. But I kind of understand it if they love it, I understand it if they love it. Ugh, I don't know what to watch though. Can't go down on it. Oh yeah, there's that new part for History of Charging the Mound, but I'm kind of saving that for later though. But I don't have like a banger video to watch as of right now that is like insanely good or whatever. What's this? Walking Across United States Doom Adventures. The fuck? Millennial music. Jeez. Jeez. The jingly guitar music shit. Can I just say, thank God I'd never got really into that. There was like only like it's this weird trend though. It's a weird trend though back in the 2010s where I could name maybe like 2 millennial sounding songs. One would be the Home, that one song from Home, which I used to kind of joke and sing about, but then there was Avicii's like weird album, True. I think Avicii's True. I feel like with Avicii's True, like he was trying something different with the music, but now seeing it now, it's starting to age just a little bit, maybe just a little bit. Avicii's True, which is this album where I don't know why he went with it. I think it was I'm gonna take a wild guess that's the record company that did it. That told him like, hey, how about you add some jingly guitar music and make it like deep house along the way, and then out of nowhere it just ends up becoming like really bad after that. It's just insane. But every other song, I don't know why those songs got popular though. Every other millennial music jingly guitar song after that, I don't know why they're good. Like I'll listen to it, but it feels useless. Every time I hear it, it's useless. It makes me, but to be also honestly fair here, chat. I'm actually happy that I'm happy that I like electronic music. I'm happy that I got into electronic music almost at that right time, you know? And that's mostly because the reason why I got lucky when it came to electronic music was because if I continued listening to that, I would have killed have just smashed my head against like a fucking table if I wanted to hear just such a bad like music like that all the fucking time. Thank God I got into electronic music when I did, because if I got into if they made it like that, it's just okay. Let me see and look through here. There's nothing I could find and watch. Shit. Okay, you know what? Let's do something here. Let's do the Dells. There we go. We'll do the Dells. I couldn't find a video. Unless one of you guys suggests me one. Let me see here. Where's Framed? Framed. Okay. Ticking time bomb. Is it? Nope. Okay. Weirdly enough, I want to say Watchmen. Is it Watchmen? No. Ooh, this is actually... I'm pretty sure I never seen this one. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's the Matrix. I'm gonna say the Matrix. I'm gonna go with the Matrix Reloaded, maybe? Yeah, that's what I thought. I never watched the Matrix. I like the first film. I like the first Matrix. It's a really good one. I think the first one was really good, but I refuse to watch the rest of it though, because I think it just went down. Don't get me wrong, I like the Wachowskis. I think they're a great duo. If I were to give them my own like advice to them, I say find like a weird little story that you guys can totally make a film about and go for it. I think that would be a good idea. All right, let me find it. All right, let's see here. What about music? No, I don't want to do music. I'd rather do good old guessing game somewhere along the way. Where is... here we go. I haven't done this in a while. What was it called? Guess the game? Yeah, guess the game. It's been a while. I may have known like some of them. Oof, Black Stains. This reminds me of that XCOM game that people got mad at. It's called Bureau. No? Okay. Oh, dang it. Oh. Is it Is it Blinks? Is that it? Is it Blinks? Yeah, let's try that. No? Oh, it's action and control. Oh, I think I... Oh, I now know what this one is. This is Stubbs the Zombie. Stubbs the Zombie, Rebel Without a Pulse. That's a classic. That's a classic right there. Stubbs the Zombie. I knew the hand thing was familiar, but I didn't even realize. Can I get like the list here by any chance? Yeah. How do I like go back to like the main list? Maybe here. No? Isn't there like a list or whatever? Oh, gee, the fucking ads. Oh, wait. Privacy section. What? I thought that would like... Where would... Really? I don't know where to... I don't know. Oh, here we go. When was the last time that we did this? Must have been a long time ago, man. Oh, wow. Holy shit. Okay. Might as well do guess the game to see how good I do. I don't know. I don't know this one. Oh shit. I really do not know this one. Seem a little unprepared. Yeah, I don't know. A short hike. Yeah. That one I had to skip. Wow. God damn, I forgot that I didn't play like everything in between here. I'd rather do my own stream to do that than to get to where we are now. Yeah, that was a fail because I don't know what it was. Ooh, actually, this looks familiar. Is this Resident Evil 7 Biohazard by any chance? Is that it? No, but a 70%. Ooh. I don't remember a bloody toilet. Oh wait, now I know what this one is. Is this Outlast 2? That's it. That's it. Okay. Ah, dang it. Here. Oh. How did I get to that list from before? There we go. Ooh, I don't know. I don't remember this. Or kit. Is it Pong? Yeah. Thought. It was Pong. Oh, I think I know this one. Little Nightmares. Is it Little Nightmares? Is it Little Nightmares? I did it! Nailed it! Your boy nailed it. Your boy nailed it. I might grab like a second round here of gamer subs just to keep me awake a little while. But we'll keep going. We'll keep going. Nailed it. Let's see this one. Rain, some smoke. Oh, Jesus. Oh, is it Free Space by any chance? Is it Free Space? Like free? No, wait. One word. No, there's no free space. There's no free space. Okay. what was it called? Homeworld or whatever? Like Homeworld. Wasn't there like a third one? Homeworld 3? No. 2014. What is it? Oh, that's Elite Dangerous. Okay, okay. All right, that was a fail. Failed. Keep going with this. Ooh, it's a CRPG. I'm gonna go with Baldur's Gate since we come on, give me the first one. Ah, here. Is it Baldur's Gate? No, it isn't, but it is an RPG. Cosmic Canyon. Cosmos Canyon. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, motherfucker! Final Fantasy VII. That was Final Fantasy VII. A lot of people call it the greatest game of all time, and I didn't even realize. I don't play Final Fantasy. Is this Mass Effect? Is this Mass Effect by any chance? Ooh, it isn't, but it's 84, but I recognize the fence, though. Xbox, okay. Then that's Halo 5 Guardians. Yeah. I gotta do a marathon for Halo one of these days. I gotta do a marathon for Halo. I was thinking of doing one. Oh, fuck. Sorry. I was thinking of doing like a Halo marathon one of these days. Go back to back on Halo. I think that would be a cool idea. But I think that's going to be like in 2027 though. Just because of our current. Because I do want to say. Ooh, actually, since we're here. I do want to announce for end of the year. Or like. I want to call it like the end of time, really. But I want to call it end of the year as like one thing. I'd rather do the Mass Effect trilogy. Because I just got one for the Xbox. And we're going to throw it in the Xbox and do it old school style, you know? Anyway, let's see here. I see this on the bottom, but I can't see it. Looks like, wasn't there like a Toy Story game or something like that from the PlayStation 2? Toy Story 3, the video game? No. Okay. PC. Puzzle. 2020. I have never seen this game before. What is it? The Pedestrian. Okay, okay. Never played that before. Never played that before. Ooh, this looks like Fable. That looks like Fable. No? Okay, okay. Here's on the wall. Is it Alice Madness Returns? No. Ooh, PlayStation 2. Okay, that's just I don't know. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I never played that game. Not familiar with PlayStation 2 games except for like a few that were released on everything. Ooh. Looks familiar. Is it Homefront by any chance? It's this FPS that is made by a bunch of modders. No, it isn't, but that is an ugly ass looking face right there with soccer balls. Hey. I can't even see what's up there because it's being blocked by this shit. Oh my god, it's Max Payne 3. Max Payne 3. Dude, we gotta play Max Payne 3 on stream, man. Max Payne 3 was like one of the best third-person shooters like of all time. I think it's one of the best third-person shooters of all time. That isn't like Grand Theft Auto. The shooting mechanics in that one is so good. So good. I do know of Max Payne. I do know that Remedy right now, along with Rockstar, are currently doing Max Payne 1 and 2 remakes as of right now, and they're going to make it into one game. And I'm excited for that. And if once a release date or an official announcement gets announced, I wouldn't mind playing 3. I want to get all the golden guns for that one as like an attempt to get an achievement or whatever. Oh, I like this. Borderlands 3? I mean, Borderlands 4? Nope. I'm just gonna guess 3, maybe. No, it doesn't look cel-shaded, though. Might be a bit of a skip. Ooh, 90%. Ooh, this has to be well known. Wait, I see a bunch of blood. Dead Space. Dead Space. Ooh, okay. I'll say Dead Space 2. Say Dead Space 2? There we go. I'm doing good. I'm doing some knowledge games. I'm trying to make my brain exercise. Mini Mart. Ooh, is this Pacific Drive? Is that on here? The Pacific Drive? Ooh, it wasn't, but there's some Christmas trees. Ooh, wait, let's see the last one. 78. Open world. Adventure. Oh, is it Life is Strange? Life is Strange Perform the Storm? Ooh. Okay. So it's related to Life is Strange. True Colors? Okay. I think double exposure. Oh, Life is Strange 2. Oh, alright. Well, familiar with that one. I was close. Okay, I recognize the flags. Ah, shit. Am I, like, small now? Sorry. 64. Is this, Rayman? Rayman by any chance? Ooh. No, wait. It's... Fuck, are you kidding me? Crash Bandicoot? Or? No, that is come on. That is Crash Bandicoot. Dude, what the fuck? Ah, man. I knew it was Crash Bandicoot, but it gave me an X on the wrong. What the fuck? Ew, ew, ew. Alright. 81%. Ooh, wait a minute. This blood. Oh wait. Is this Splatoon by any chance? No, but it is for the 3DS. So it's a Mario game. So Mario 3DS somewhere along the way. Dang it. This might be a skip for me. Oh, for fuck's sakes, it's Kirby. Oh, god damn it. Ah! God damn it. What the fuck? Okay, I fixed it. That was the weirdest. I hate having big wings. I hate having, like, big fucking wings, man. Geek Squad, I guess? Right. I'm not familiar with Kirby, so that's all on me, though. Is this a top-down game? Ooh, is it this RimWorld? What? It isn't RimWorld? What is this? Prison Architect. Oh, fuck you, dude. I hate these fucking ads. I don't know. I have never played this game. Yeah, what is it? Gorn. Yeah, I wasn't familiar with it. It didn't strike me as familiar. Okay. Wait. Is this like Perfect Dark by any chance? Oh, wait. Third person shooter. Xbox. Really? This is like a wait, can I see the PlayStation 4 and X? The fuck? Oh. Is this a Star Wars Bounty Hunter 2024? Yeah. I saw the 2024 and I kind of connected dots together. Ooh, that's some greenery. I'm gonna go with Fable, maybe this one? Fable? No? Xbox 360. Oh. Banjo. Kazooie. Actually, it would be Banjo Kazooie, Nuts and Bolts. I was thinking that. Yeah. Is it this? Ooh, it wasn't. But, oh. Eternal. Ah. That's interesting. Recognize this. Wait. Or. Is this, PlayStation 3? Yeah, by any chance? Close. So this must be his fourth game. B. 4? Alright. I don't know why I guessed that, but hey, whatever, you know. Ooh. This is interesting. Wait. Yeah, I don't know this one. Shadowgate. Alright. I kind of skipped all in that one. I recognize those legs, but this might be a skip here. 84. Regional Switch release, but was re-released on the Xbox Series X and S. Gustav. I don't know this one. Oh, Shin Megami Tensei. That's on me. That's on me. I set the bar too low that I'm not familiar with my Japanese games. I don't know this one, man. I really. Oh, wait, is this. Oh, I was about to say Peak. Wait. I recognize it, but whatever. We'll just say. Yeah, World of. I kind of recognized it, but I just don't. Ooh, is this Millsucker? No. I don't know what this is. I like the style. I don't know what this one was. Open Roads. Okay, interesting. Oof. 4 skip them alls. Come on. Ooh, looks better. This looks like a Nintendo game. Is this Mario Party? Mario Party Party. Well, if it's on a Wii U, I'm gonna have to say 9. No? Okay. Oh, Super Mario 3D World. I've never seen that one before. I'll take a fail. 80% Metacritic score, PlayStation 2. Ooh, I'm not familiar. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know that one. Man, they're giving me strong stinkers in these last few ones. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's another skip ball. Ooh, is this missed? This missed by any chance? I recognize that. It is not too old for. Oh, is it the mystery? I feel like I've seen this before, but mystery of the. Is it in here? I don't think it's in here. Ah, damn it. I thought it was the mystery of the druids. Let me see if I could find it in here, maybe. Doesn't look like it. It looks like it, though. What the fuck? Oh, wait. Is it Gothic? Like, original? No. Alright, skip it. What is it? Dark Earth. Oh, okay. I've never seen that before. I'm gonna take a wind here to say Dragon Age Inquisition. No, it is not, but it is 83%. Yeah, I'm gonna. It's fucking Dragon Ball. We're just gonna go with this one, maybe. I don't think it's the right one. Yeah. What year was it? Or wait, usually the first. Nope, not the first one. Yeah, it doesn't say the year. Oh, 2024. Well, I could have guessed it, but let's see. Ooh. Oh, fuck your mobile games. No, this is a skip from me. I don't know that one. Fuck your mobile games. Is this another mobile game? What is this? Wait, is it? This the. In. How do you spell pinata? Are you fucking kidding me? What is it? Wait a minute, I guessed that! Oh, you fucking. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I thought I had it. I thought I had it. I thought I had it. This one. Looks dead. I want to say Borderlands, but I don't recognize Borderlands. No, 87. Ooh, Call of Duty Black Ops. Oh, I didn't recognize that first one, but when I saw this, I was like, "Is this Black Ops?" I'll be honest, chat. The last good Call of Duty was Call of Duty Black Ops. Everything else after that is trash. That was like the last good Call of Duty. I'm just gonna say that right now. And is this Animal Crossing? Not New Horizons. What about Wild War? Let's see that. Oh, I knew that was it. Let's see the others. Like I knew it was. I recognize the art style. Yeah. I kind of recognize the art style. So I nailed it. Let's see this one. Tropical Island. This Far Cry 3. No, it is not, but it's a terrible game. Oh, is this Dead Island Riptide? Ooh, I got it. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now we're getting somewhere. I got 3 in a row here. Let's keep this going. Ooh, is this Layers of Fear? I'm gonna go with Layers of Fear. I knew I recognized that. This was the OGs of Blubber Team. This is what they did. Like they were inspired by PT. They made a horror game about painting. All right, we're doing really good so far. This feels like a Super Mario World. Oh my god! Because I recognize that. Yeah, I played this when I was a kid. When I was a little duckling. Holy shit, I'm on a roll right now. Holy shit. Ooh. Is this, F0 X? No, it is not. Wait. Whoa. I don't know this one. Our streak has come to an end. I'd never seen that before. Is this Oblivion? No, wait. Let me spell it out. Here. No, it is not, but 68. Ooh. Oh, is it, we gotta play this game sometime. Yeah, Deadly Premonition. Oh, we gotta play that game. We have to play that game, man. We gotta play that game. That's another game that we need to play. We're getting there. We're getting there. Is this Soul Calibur? I'm gonna go with that's a 6, so Soul Calibur 6. Ooh, I did it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. I'm doing good. My new streak is pretty good right now. Ooh. Okay, now this is a CRPG. One. Okay. We'll say. Ooh, that wasn't it. I don't know this one. Planescape. Okay. Not familiar with it. Is this Avowed? By any chance? No, it is not, but damn it, this could be hold on. Maybe this is the Elder. This is Oblivion. No, it is not, but it's on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation. Oh, jeez. Wait. That's a big fucking. Oh, okay, okay. Is it Shadow of where is it? Ooh, oh, Dragon's Dogma. Never mind. Never played that one. Ooh, looks. I don't know. Final Fantasy 10. Oh, okay. uh, 1000th. Ooh, that looks nice. Don't freeze. This? Ooh, I now know it. I now know it. Okay. Half-Life 2 episode 2. Yeah. Almost. I was almost there with that. Almost there with that one. Going. Never seen red like this before. Ooh, wait. This sub not tick below 0? No. Just in 2022. What is it? Planet Crafter? Never heard of it. That's sad. Snow. I don't know. This looks like a scene from hold on. Call of Duty 9. It's Modern Warfare 2. No, okay. Oh fuck it. It's a mobile game. No. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Never heard of that game before in my entire life. Nope. 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 I don't know. I don't know. I don't. Oh, you. Oh, what the fuck? Utopia. Oh, this. Oh yeah, this one I don't know. Yeah, I didn't know that one. I didn't know that one either. I didn't know that one. I'm trying to go through all this. No. Oh, I think I. Actually, I take that back. I don't know this one. We made a indie platformer that everyone's going to forget about within the next 2 months or so. I don't know this one. Yeah, I never or two. They really get you with the ones that you don't even know. Which oh, oh wait, no, this one. Ah, I was so close. Wait, what? Ah, never mind. I never played that game. I was close though. I was close. I recognize this little guy right here, but I don't realize. Is that a butt? Whoa, what the fuck? Is this Mr. Mosquito? That is a weird game. What the hell? I would have never guessed that. I don't know this one. Yeah, I don't know. I did not know that one. At least I'm catching up. do a little bit more than this, and then at the 2-hour mark, we'll find something to watch, maybe. I don't know this one. Wait, that 3. Is this a Naruto fighting game? Or I would say this one, right? No. Oh, never mind. I recognize the haircut, so that's a Dragon Ball. I'm gonna go with 3, maybe? Close. Why do they always make a Dragon Ball fighting game, man? Oh, wait, is it Z Fighter? Alright, that's what I thought. They always do fighting games with Dragon Ball. I'll never understand why. This one. Nope, I don't understand that one. Nope. Yeah, this one I don't know. I'd never heard of that game before. Damn, they really want to put in like a, hey, here's a game that you may know. I'd never seen this game in my entire life, just like this one. Oh, that was V Rising. Oh, shit, I never put that in. Too late now. Recognize that desk. Creepy. Is this? I'm gonna go with on a whim here. Oh wait. I'm gonna say X6. Ooh, no. Alright, I give up. What is it? Never mind then. Wait. That ladder. Oh shit. 96%. PC. Waifu succeeded a what? Oh, this was early Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah. That was early Baldur's Gate 3 right there. Very early Baldur's Gate 3. I need to play that. Not rated yet. PC. Oh, is this Oh wait, no. Yeah, no, it isn't. Well, what is it? Enshrouded. Oh. God damn it. You don't recognize current survival games? I have a very specific niche. Insanely perfect niche. Oh shit, is this Dishonored 2? Dishonored 2? Oh shit, why did I hit skip? Okay, this is the original Dishonored. Dishonored. Alright, it is Dishonored 2 then. That's another, we'll say Dishonored 2. Ooh, alright, it was the DLC. Fuck. I was close. Assassin's Creed. Victory, not. No, wait. Let me write this whole thing out. Ass. Wait, a little too many. It's Odyssey. No? Okay. I think it's Mirage then. There it is. It isn't? Oh, what the fuck? I thought Assassin's Creed Mirage takes place in Egypt. What the fuck is this shit, man? Origins? Alright. Fuck the Assassin's Creed franchise. But it's our most selling game. Why can't we just... It's hard to, as a Ubisoft developer, to make a brand new game. Making a brand new original game is hard. That looks like, I don't know, I want to say Black Ops 2. I already said Black Ops earlier. Ops 2? Ooh, I was close. I was close. Say Black Ops Cold War. There we go. Close on that one. Close on that. Yeah, I'm far from. Are we 2 hours in now? No, we're not even 2 hours in. Ooh. Oh, I don't know. This is a big. Oh, Professor Layton, I think it was. Shit. Yeah. Never played that game. I heard that game was pretty good because it's like a detective game or something like that. Wait, oh my god, I think I know this one. Because some of the visuals at the DJ show I was at last night were like this Jet Set Radio Future. I was thinking of doing a playthrough of this. I mean, you can recognize the visuals like straight off of what it is. Damn. All right. Ooh, this is a Mario game. Oh. Actually, I don't know. A Link Between Worlds, yeah. Like, I knew it was Nintendo, but I just... Okay, there's some... What the fuck is this? I'm gonna go with the idea that this is Halo Infinity. How do I know it? Because I'm just that smart. This is their attempt to making like an open world Halo game. Semi-open world Halo video game. I had fun playing it. A lot of people hate it though. The multiplayer is where it's at for that one. But yeah. Wait, I think I know what this one. Shenmue. I'm gonna go with Shenmue 2. Ooh, okay, it's Shenmue 1. Oh, hello, y'all. Oh, I'm spelling this fucking wrong. Shenmue. Yeah. I played this game on stream a long time ago, and it was it was it was a very intriguing game. A lot more on slice of life than it is on combat. Oh shit. I think we did I think we already did Outlast. No. Suspicion. I never seen this game before. 2005. Oh, is this Indigo Prophecy? Yeah, is this Indigo Prophecy? Yeah. Indigo Prophecy. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm having too much fun with Guess the Game. Oh, wow. Okay, I think this is Subnautica Below Zero, maybe. Yeah. A little close on that. A little close on that. Recognize that D. Okay. Mario Tennis Ace? Alright. That's what I thought. Alright. Keep going down the road. Okay, this has to be Avowed. I played Avowed for a little bit, and then I was like, yeah, I don't have the time to finish this. Oh, this has to be Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, that might be the one. Has to be the one. Yeah. The one where you can make cars or whatever. But everyone hated it. Okay, this looks like this is technically Mario. Or Super Mario, really. I think that's it. Super Mario? Ooh. What's the name of that original Mario game, man? Because I don't think it's just called Mario. I think it was like... Wait. I think I saw it. Mario Bros? No, this is like the original Mario. Fuck. I really do not want to look up what the original Mario was. It wasn't Super Mario. It wasn't Mario Bros. Bad. There's no Super Mario. Wait. 35. Is it Super Mario Brothers? Oh, I was close. Okay. God damn it. I know that this is it. I know this is the Super Mario. I know that this is Mario. Oh, fuck it. Well, you fucker. It's Super Mario Brothers 2. Shit. That was terrible. Absolutely dreadfully terrible. Wait. I have never seen this game before. What is this? Oh. Well, hold on. No. Oh, the casting of. Okay. Yeah, I haven't played that one. Too old for metric. Oh, Indiana Jones. Okay, we got like a few more guesses in. Fate of Atlantis? Oh, alright. Ooh, Jagged Peaks, dead. JRPG. I don't know, Final Fantasy. Oh, wait. See. I wouldn't say Rebirth. I wouldn't say 9. I want to say X. 2, 11, 12. I know 14 is. I'm going to say that one. Close. Oh. This has to be the remake for it then. The 7 Rebirth, I guess. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. We're getting down to the wire here. This might be our last one. I don't know. I have never played that game. Yeah, one more. I want to get one that is right. This is Little Nightmares 2. 2. Did it! All right, let's end it there with that. Let's do a YouTube thing. Yeah, let's. All the ones are dead. I forgot to upload a clip though. I don't want to watch a Moist Critical video. I want to watch a unexpected revival of Xbox. Oh wait, we never did a Joe is Hungry in a very long while. But I don't want to get hungry though, so no. Okay, I do not want to see the whole fucking. Do not buy this game. Remember the Alamo review? It's happening again? No. True crime film that ended the satanic panic. That's... How long is that? 21 minutes? Let me look around here. I'm fine. I want to choose one where... Tragic story of biggest EDM song 2000. Oh. Damn, I guess we got some bangers here. Finally got some banger video polls, finally. About goddamn time. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to be updating the description to the YouTube side of things. First game. True crime film that ended. Okay. We are watching the true crime film that ended the satanic panic by Projectionist. So give them some love in the, you know, subscribe to them, like their video, go support them. All right, let's see it.
Thank you to Storyblocks for sponsoring this video. As a 90s kid raised in an evangelical Christian home, I had a front row seat to the fear of Satanism that swept the country. Harry Potter wasn't just fantasy, it was a gateway into black magic.
Children are being introduced to human sacrifice, the sucking of blood from dead animals, and possession by spirit beings.
I hate it when they try to fearmonger. Oh, that thing you really like? Well, I'm gonna ruin it. It's made by the devil. It's made by the devil.
Pokemon weren't just cute characters. They were depictions of demons.
Pikachu.
And instead of Metallica, I had to listen to Christian alternatives, bands like Newsboys and DC Talk. Christian leaders treated witchcraft.
Yeah. Man. Christian rock is like, they make so much money into it. But it's just it
like
works.
A real and urgent threat.
Many of you are allowing your children to go to the movies where witchcraft is something that's made attractive. God's word says, "Thou shalt not permit a witch to live."
Excuse much, ruder.
I every time I see like these type of like fucking religious fanatics, they always go like, the media you like is evil. Don't like this media. Like us more. I'll just never understand it, man. I'll never understand it.
But Christians weren't the only ones stoking these fears.
Devil worship. Exposing Satan's underground.
This is not.
If it isn't the man who tried to find Al Capone's safe and found absolutely nothing. Geraldo Rivera. Oh, that guy's
This
funny.
is a real-life horror story.
The Satanic Panic was a mainstream moral hysteria. Police departments sent officers to seminars on satanic cults.
This is the way cultists tell each other, hey, we're Satanists and we're partying.
Therapists and social workers were trained to look for ritual abuse indicators.
You'll note again the points representing again the goat's head.
And as the fear spread, courtrooms filled with accusations that were impossible to prove. In a 1994 study, researchers found more than 12,000 accusations of group cult sexual abuse linked to satanic ritual, but not a single case that investigators had been able to substantiate.
But now this is how occultists talk to each other. This here is a psilocybin mushroom. So probably they had a psilocybin ritual.
So by the
What if they just drew a mushroom for no reason at all? Do you ever think of that? Do you ever think like it's just some dude who just like drawed a really good looking ass mushroom? Oh my god, these people are crazy. These people are crazy.
A documentary called Paradise Lost aired on HBO in 1996. The panic was starting to loosen its grip.
Oh, you got me.
And many viewers recognized the pattern immediately.
Just look at the freaks. I mean, just look at them.
Satanic ritual allegations standing in for actual evidence.
You begin to see inside Damien Eccles. You see inside that person, and you look inside there, and there's not a soul in there.
Paradise Lost follows the trial of 3 teenagers accused of murdering 3 8-year-old boys in West Memphis, Arkansas. Murders that the state framed as a satanic ritual.
There's a chapter in here called Rise of the Devil, and it is underlined in red.
If not for Paradise Lost, this case would have soon been forgotten. 1 boy executed and the other 2 serving life sentences. But instead, Joe Berlinger and Bruce Sinofsky filmed the trial as it unfolded, putting millions of viewers in the jury box. And what those viewers saw was a prosecution with a sensational story and evidence that was, at best, alarmingly thin.
This film tells the tale of 3 teens who wore black, listened to Metallica, and, perhaps as a result, were convicted in the 1993 killing of 3 young boys.
2 filmmakers with incredible access spent almost a year in West Memphis documenting the trial and the town.
Everybody in the town and in the courtroom and on the jury are all blinded by their fantasies about satanic cults.
And we wondering if the true killers were actually captured.
This led to the mobilization of public support, raised millions of dollars for their defense, and helped mainstream a growing skepticism toward the wave of satanic ritual abuse cases that had flooded American courtrooms. But 2 years earlier, when Berlinger and Sinofsky were first hired by HBO to film the trial, they came in expecting an open and shut case.
The way the press was spinning the story was that these guys were definitely guilty. And so we were going down, we thought, to make like a real-life River's Edge, a film about, disaffected youth, about how rotten 3 kids could be to kill 3 8-year-olds.
And their expectations were reasonable based on what they were seeing.
Okay. At a press conference, Inspector Gary Gitchell said the case against the accused teens is very strong.
Scale of 1 to 10, how solid do you think the case is?
11.
Damn. Confident in it. Let's peep this out.
They quickly realized that what they were documenting was less River's Edge and more Salem witch trials.
I'm all for burning them at the stake, just like they did in Salem.
But at the same time, the film isn't making an argument. It's letting the subjects speak for themselves.
And they prayed to the devil, and they had their satanic worship services out here, and they had all types of wild homosexual orgies, I've been told.
And this is due to Berlinger and Sinofsky's unique approach to filmmaking. But before digging into their filmmaking style, I want to take a minute to thank this video's sponsor.
Oh, okay.
Which is a tool kit that's incredibly useful to both filmmakers and YouTubers like myself.
Hold on.
15% off any annual plan, and that discount is
only
available
go
through
the
link.
usual sponsor.
Okay, so as I was saying, Berlinger and Sinofsky had a unique approach to filmmaking.
All right.
On the one hand, they had both worked for the Maysles brothers, the fathers of what's often called direct cinema, a fly-on-the-wall style of filmmaking that tries to capture reality as it really is.
Oh, Grey Gardens. Oh, that's a fucking classic, man. Grey Gardens is a classic, dude. I love Grey Gardens. So, great for those of you who don't know what Grey Gardens is. It is the Malaise brothers, they try to go to this one very, very rich family and go like, hey, we want to do a documentary about you guys. And they looked around, they were kind of deciding on whether or not to do one. And then they realized, wow, you guys are boring. Well, do you have any other family? And they talked about this mother and daughter who live together, and they live in a dilapidated house. And those two were like, hey, let's film them. So they went over there. They did this film, and my God, if you haven't seen Grey Gardens, it's like it's pure fucking cinema. It was pure cinema because the way that it begins, like one of my favorite, I think, well, this is a bit of a spoiler. There was, in the beginning, there was this very small hole. And then later in the film, that hole has gotten bigger where you could see it outside. And it was made bigger by a bunch of raccoons. Like, oh man, Grey Gardens is such a fucking classic. God, I really want to rewatch Grey Gardens just because it is just about because the whole story of it is insane. The people who are in charge of the house are obviously mentally unwell people, but they're mentally stable at the same time. And it's a very interesting character study. You just have to see Grey Gardens.
Filmmakers. On the other hand,
I think we depart from the Maisel brothers because their philosophy of direct cinema says that there is no director. And I don't believe that any documentary maker is capturing the objective truth about anything. There's 8 million subjective decisions that go into making a film.
Even with this philosophical departure, the method stays the same.
But the method in which we acquire the material, filming life as it unfolds before the camera, certainly comes from them.
There's a voice calling me.
I've criticized direct cinema in other videos because its core principle is, in a literal sense, impossible. The presence of a camera changes the behavior of the subjects being filmed, and therefore changes the truth or reality being presented to the audience. And that's why this style can become a kind of credibility cloak. It hides the presence of the filmmakers and disguises the fact that subjects are playing a character for the camera. But Paradise Lost...
That's interesting. But I think that does make sense. Because with Grey Gardens, as before, they just filmed it. They just filmed them for like a couple of days on end. When it came to Grey Gardens, they just filmed them as it is. But here, I think they have to ask like a lot of questions and the reason why I think that they had to ask like a lot of questions with this film is because when they came into it, they were like, okay, this looks like a bunch of young boys up to no good. They did this thing. Then they looked into it, and then they kind of like start asking around. And I think the completely new approach is, okay, we can't just sit there, hit the record button and see what wacky thing is going to happen. I think this is kind of one of those stories where you need to ask questions, like legit questions of who these individuals are, what they are, and what got them into there. So
gives us two different kinds of scenes, the ones inside the courtroom and the ones outside. Inside the courtroom, the cameras are capturing a stage where a drama is already being performed. That's why so many documentary filmmakers are drawn to court cases. The dramatic structure is already built in. Outside the courtroom, though, it's different. Most of those moments aren't just daily life unfolding, They're scenarios created by the filmmakers, like the victim's father shooting pumpkins.
This one here is for you, Damien. You that black circle right in the middle.
The group therapy session.
I cannot describe the pain that my family has went through. You know, they didn't just kill my son, they killed part of me.
And John Mark Byers visiting the crime scene.
I hope y'all really believe in your master Satan, Sleuthfoot, devil himself.
And in those scenes, nobody's being fed lines, but they are performing. They know they're on camera. They're leaning into a version of themselves. All of the subjects are also being paid to participate. And if HBO is paying you to shoot pumpkins, I mean, what are you gonna do? You shoot the pumpkin.
Oh yeah, totally. I would shoot pumpkins.
There's nothing immoral about paying subjects, and the way they choose to present themselves is what makes those scenes revealing. But it's also a reminder of something important. Direct cinema can feel like a slice of reality, even when the situation is staged for the camera. So you have these two worlds: the courtroom, where the filmmakers are observing a story already being performed, and outside the courtroom, where the filmmakers are staging scenes. But there's one moment where those two worlds collide, where the filmmakers stage a scene, so to speak, in the courtroom.
Who did you receive this knife from?
I received it from Joe and the people with HBO Productions. Bruce and Joe.
Wherever he is.
John Mark Byers gifted a pocket knife to someone on the HBO crew. They noticed what looked like dried blood on it and turned it over to investigators.
Holy shit! Holy fucking shit! You have to be one dumb piece of shit to do that! Oh my god! Oh my god, dude! You know, this reminds, oh man, there's this other documentary called it's made by the people who made Tiger King. It's called Chimp Crazy, and it's almost the very same situation, because what happened was that because of the director who made Tiger King, a lot of people in the exotic animal community refused to talk to the director because they fear that they will be a laughingstock, just like what has happened with Tiger King, where the main character is this point and laugh type character that is stupid and blames a person for doing absolutely nothing. They had a fear of that, so they brought in a faux pas director, a director who isn't a director at all, it's just a friend, and they got to this woman. This woman was in charge of all the chimpanzees, but kept a prize chimpanzee. And it got to the point where they found out later that she did actually kidnap the chimpanzee, because the investigators end up finding out. She then lied to the investigators, going, oh, well, he died the night before all of you came and took away all the chimps. And then it was revealed, oh, he was alive. They just made like a house structure down in the basement. And it got to the point where the filmmakers were in that dilemma of like, should we tell the authorities and just wing it out? And they did do the right thing later on. They did do the right thing later, where they, in the documentary, they went to PETA, who were suing these guys. In the case of this documentary, PETA were the good guys because of the conditions of the cells that the chimpanzees were in and all. And they went to them and it was like, hey, so we're going to show you some footage and we're telling you this first. And because we're implicit in this, and also because she also secretly wanted to like kill the chimp later on, even though it's still a bit of an accusation. And so that's what happened. They had to tell the authorities eventually, because if you get into a very risky situation like that, you gotta tell them. But this here, the knife thing right there, the knife thing, Jesus fucking Christ. We gotta rewind it just a smidge back. Just a smidge back.
He is. John Mark Byers gifted a pocket knife to someone on the HBO crew. They noticed what looked like dried blood on it and turned it over to investigators. This is an important moment in the film because it breaks the spell. It reminds you that there are people behind the camera who are making choices, affecting events, and even becoming a part of the story.
Had that knife ever been used before?
Used for what?
Used for any purpose?
I'd had trimmed your toenails with it. I had.
Berlinger and Sinofsky are admitting, in other words, that they're participants in the film, not just observers. And by drawing attention to another suspect, they also tip their hand. They're telling you that they think the teenagers are innocent. This is a big part of what makes Paradise Lost so effective. The filmmakers don't lecture you into a conclusion, but they're transparent about what they think. Unfortunately, the second film in the Paradise Lost trilogy isn't able to walk that line. It falls into the same trap it criticizes, confusing a compelling narrative with actual evidence.
Did you harm any of those boys found at Robin Hood Hills?
No.
But the first film does something much harder. It puts you in the position of a juror. It doesn't instruct the audience, it forces you to decide. Should the West Memphis Three have been found guilty, or was there reasonable doubt? For a lot of viewers in 1996, viewers who were finally starting to question the whole idea of satanic ritual killings, not guilty felt like the obvious conclusion. And for the people who still believed they were guilty, it wasn't because of physical evidence, it was because of Damien Eccles' behavior. So when Damien says this,
I kind of enjoy it because now even after I die, people are going to remember me forever. They're going to talk about me for years. People in West Memphis will tell their kids stories. It'll be like, sort of like I'm the West Memphis boogeyman.
Some heard it and thought,
You're not gonna be no boogeyman in West Memphis, because you're gonna be dead in hell.
while others heard it and thought,
Damien Eccles has been so beaten down by what's been going on that he almost embraces the, right, fine, if you want me to be the boogeyman, I'll be the fucking boogeyman.
And that's direct cinema.
That's sad. That is sad, man. It's kind of a sad embrace kind of thing, you know? Like, there's two types of embrace. Like, you embrace it because it is the truth and you're just gonna have to grow to accept it, or you're forced to embrace it. And it's just, and this here is just sad for even for this guy.
Doing what it's supposed to do. It lets the subjects speak for themselves. It doesn't impose a counter narrative. It gives you the same uncomfortable responsibility a jury has. But even more than that, the film exposes something darker, the theater of certainty.
And you look inside there and there's not a soul in there.
That kind of certainty. And that's why Paradise Lost mattered beyond this case. It became a microcosm of the satanic ritual abuse accusations that had flooded American courtrooms for the previous decade. Cases built on dubious testimony instead of physical proof. Without the satanic ritual theory, it becomes painfully clear that the prosecution was leaning on one thing, one pillar holding up the whole case, and without it, their argument collapses like a house of cards. That pillar is the confession of Jesse Miskelly.
Yeah, it's just this belief that it's the motive. I think that's what it is. I think it is more or less the motive. Because all crimes have to have a motive as to why. And if the crime lacks a motive, you don't have a case. And I'm pretty sure this confession here.
Jesse, how come you kept your head down the whole time?
Jesse, you held your head down. Well, anything you want to say now?
Did you do it, Jesse?
The prosecution didn't have DNA or a murder weapon or even a timeline that made sense. What they had was a confession from a 17-year-old with significant cognitive limitations.
Are you aware of any person?
Oh, fucking hell. God fucking damn it. God damn it. Why do they always go after, like, the world's most unsmartest person just to accuse them of a fucking crime? So disgusting.
Other traits of people who are likely
So
to
disgusting.
falsely confess.
Low IQ, highly suggestible, always attempting to solve the immediate stress factor, get the interrogators off my back and just let me go home, naively assumes that they can all straighten it out later on.
And confession makes it sound like Jesse walked in and told the truth because his conscience cracked. In reality, he was questioned for hours and ended up giving a statement that both contradicts the crime scene and, crucially, keeps changing as he's given suggestions by detectives.
Could you give us some examples of the police being coercive, leading, or suggestive during the course of the interrogation?
Yes, I can. Perhaps the most powerful example, in my opinion, is the example of the 8 revisiting of the question of the time at which the killings occurred.
To summarize, the victims were killed in the evening, but Jesse first says it happened in the morning, and then at noon, and then after multiple suggestions, he finally says it happened at night.
Ah, gee.
The victims were also
it.
tied wrist to ankle with their own shoelaces, but in Jesse's confession, he says they were tied with brown rope.
He certainly knows the difference between shoelaces and a rope.
Man, if I was an investigator and they basically just say that, like all out loud, like, you know, this confession sucks and doesn't line up with the evidence, like, I feel like you failed as an investigator, dude. You failed. You just tried to, they went with like the stupidest option that is highly immoral, in my personal opinion. Yeah, let's get the low IQ guy to confess so that we can close this case up and just throw away the key. It's
That
just
should have been a signal that something was
Hate
radically
that.
wrong. That's when the question should have been more probing to determine whether or not he was making it up or giving a valid confession.
And this confession is the one solid piece of evidence the prosecution has. If you accept it, then the West Memphis 3 are guilty. But if you don't accept it, if you treat it like a product of interrogation rather than a window into the crime, then the rest of the case suddenly collapses. This doesn't necessarily mean the West Memphis 3 are innocent, but it does mean they should have been found not guilty. The burden of proof is on the prosecution, and they failed to provide evidence beyond a reasonable doubt. And this should be the focus of our attention, not the guilt or innocence of the West Memphis 3, but the failure of police to properly investigate the crime. Their actions may not have been malicious, but they were certainly incompetent. And it's because of this incompetence that they leaned into the satanic ritual theory.
A couple of weeks into the case, I was personally feeling like Damien was responsible for this. I got to the point where I could see him at the doorway of my bedroom, really even becoming a little paranoid and terrified myself.
After Paradise Lost aired, the country became divided. Those who sided with law enforcement and prosecutors and were certain of the West Memphis 3's guilt.
Yeah, they're guilty. They're guilty as they are, and that's an atrocity for you to even want to say. Where's the profit going for these T-shirts?
It all goes to raise publicity about the case. Every penny of it goes back into doing that.
And those who sided with the West Memphis 3 and were certain of John Mark Byers' guilt. And Brillinger and Sinofsky joined the witch hunt with everyone else. The same direct cinema style that treats the audience like jury members in the first film functions as a credibility cloak in the sequel, allowing the filmmakers to point the finger at John Mark Byers under the guise of objectivity. By the time Paradise Lost 2 aired in 2000, millions of dollars had been raised for the defense, and celebrities and media outlets proclaimed the West Memphis 3's innocence with the same certainty that they had once proclaimed their guilt.
I knew instantly that they were innocent. I knew instantly that they were wrongfully accused.
If anyone had done their due diligence, it would have become obvious that John Mark Byers is not a likely suspect. But instead, hacks like Brent Turvey were brought on to spin wild theories about bite marks.
In this particular case, you have the fortune of having what appears to be bite mark evidence.
Nope.
It's just as good as a fingerprint, and it's better than DNA.
No. But Brillinger and Sinofsky learned from their mistake and approached the third Paradise Lost very differently. They focused their cameras on the West Memphis 3 in their battle against the state of Arkansas to regain their freedom. They covered the opinions of actual experts, And most importantly, they overtly include themselves as characters in the story.
How long has it been since the last time we did this?
10 years.
10 years.
That's been a long time.
By this time, everyone had moved on from John Mark Byers, and were now pointing the finger at Terry Hobbs, another stepfather with a troubling background. And now that the heat was off John Mark Byers, he picked up his pitchfork and took his rightful place as the leader of the mob.
Hey, there's the baby killer. Talk to you. It's free world. I can say what I want. Freedom of speech.
And sure, it could have been Terry Hobbs. He's probably the most likely suspect. But the more you research this case, the more clear it becomes that the initial investigation was botched so badly that apart from new DNA testing, there will likely never be enough evidence to charge anyone with the crime. Luckily, there actually is new DNA testing being done as we speak. But we'll get to that later. Finding the truth isn't easy, not from a filmmaking standpoint and not from an investigative standpoint. And sometimes the truth is, we don't know because we don't have enough information. Sometimes withholding judgment is the only form of justice available. In 2011, after 18 years in prison...
God damn, they're like adults now. Jesus Christ.
The West Memphis Three were finally released on an Alford plea.
Your Honor, first of all, I'm innocent of murdering Christopher Byers, Michael Moore, and Stephen Branch. However, after serving 18 years in the penitentiary for such, I agree that it is in the state's best interest as well as my own, that based upon North Carolina versus Alford, that I plead guilty to first-degree murder of those crimes.
In the eyes of the law, they are still guilty and receive no compensation from the state of Arkansas.
This is not right, and the people of Arkansas need to stand up and raise hell because 3 innocent men are going to have to claim today that they're guilty for a crime they didn't know, and that's bullshit.
But they are free and still trying to prove their innocence. One way they're trying to clear their name is through MVAC DNA testing. As of 2026, the shoelaces and some of the other evidence are being tested, and we should see the results later this year.
Ooh, okay.
The truth will finally be revealed, and the lives that were destroyed from this crime and the ensuing investigation will finally receive some form of justice. But the silver lining of this whole debacle is that Paradise Lost didn't just expose the injustice of this case, it also exposed a pattern. The way a moral hysteria can lead to coerced confessions and false testimonies. By exposing the mechanisms at work in the satanic panic, it helped break the spell.
Even some of the victims' relatives who initially agreed with the verdicts.
That's why all 3 of them are punks. Punks!
Now think the men in jail are innocent.
I would like to see another trial. Give them a fair trial.
Well, it's nice to see that people are kind of coming around with it and all. Oh, hey, 5 Nights in Prison. How's it going? Thank you for the hi, man. I forgot to do that earlier. Thank you, thank you.
Really wasn't presented in the other trials.
Many of the groundless convictions linked to satanic ritual were eventually dismissed or received new trials, and new accusations slowed and eventually stopped. Satanic cult fantasies still live on in various conspiracy theories, but thankfully...
I've been hearing rumors that it might be coming back, like legitimately. I heard rumors of this kind of coming back because recently there's been like this weird uptick in like Gen Z men getting involved with the church a little bit more, and I have a weird feeling that that's going to be coming back. I have a weird feeling that that's coming back.
They're no longer being funded by tax dollars or amplified by mainstream journalists.
Convictions were handed down to all 3 of the accused teenagers, and it became undeniable that the brutal murders had been part of a satanic ritual.
But I wouldn't mind watching those documentaries, though. I wouldn't mind watching the documentaries about that. Has to be fun. Has to be fun. All right, second video. Since I did a nice good old fashioned poll here from a good old fashioned refresh. Michael Jesse, the tragic story of the biggest EDM song of the 2000s. Now, I was pork and beans will happen someday, don't even try. Don't even try Five Nights. Don't even try. Don't even try. Don't even try. Yeah, let me give some context here. I was at a show last night, and I saw this. So, the tragic story of the biggest EDM song of the 2000s. They made by, got like a gem here. 7,000K subscribers. Michael Jesse. We'll be crediting you in the stream maybe a little bit later. Go support the original work, per usual.
You might not know what this song is called. You might not know who wrote it or who sang it. You might not even know what...
Actually, I really need to go to the restroom first, though. I'll be right back. I really need to use the restroom. Whew. Sorry about that. We'll have to hit the restart button on this one. Just a little bit. Just to hit the restart button. But, again, we're watching the tragic story of the biggest EDM song of the 2000s, made by Michael Jesse. So, let's give it a shot.
You might not know what this song is called. You might not know who wrote it or who sang it. You might not even know what language it's in. But I can promise you, you have almost certainly heard this saxophone line many times before. If you're a millennial...
that's a banger. That's a banger. That's a banger. But also that song? That song? Bruh. Damn. Now I'm interested. Now I'm intrigued.
Zoomer, or just love to party, you've no doubt heard this iconic saxophone melody. It comes from Rune Kolsch's Calabria 2007, released by Ultra Records.
That is a banger. That is a banger. And also, banger sax. And I didn't know that there is a bit of a tragedy with this, but let's continue though.
Or does it? What you might not know is the sheer amount of mystery behind this song and the chilling story of its aftermath.
There's a mystery behind this? I did not know that. I did not. Whoa! Composer and producer not documented. Oh, okay. That makes this even more intriguing.
Who exactly wrote it? Why does the song have more than 10 different names? Why can't anyone understand the lyrics? This is the story of a song that took the world by storm, yet very few people know what it's called. The story of a producer who literally threatened to assault his own collaborator.
What?
Most disturbingly, why the singer of this pop anthem will never sing it again. In 2002, Danish DJ Rune Riley Kolsch, under the alias of Enur, was working on a beat which he called Calabria. The name Calabria is a region of Italy known for its stunning coastline and spicy food. Needless to say, it seems to hold some kind of special significance to Kolsch. In 2003, Kolsch's Calabria beat would be released under the now defunct record label Credence. Without knowing, Kolsch had just changed his life forever, and all it took was 90 minutes and a bottle of Coca-Cola. The original beat for Calabria was entirely instrumental. It sounded like this. While this beat did make its way into European dance clubs, it's unlikely that you'd heard it until just now. This original beat is not what took the world by storm, at least mostly not. While
I remember, I think I was watching Track Libs video a while back where they said that the original track of Calabria was made by Rune, so there is that.
Aggressive drum track and trumpet solos would eventually be forgotten. That haunting saxophone line would not. Strangely, Credence Records seems to have done everything they could to try to bury Kolsch's original 2003 beat. You can't find it on any streaming service or
Damn, really? That's insane.
Or any official music download website. For years, it was near impossible to find this track at all. Until 2016, when this random channel somehow got a hold of it and uploaded.
Damn, 8 minutes and 11 seconds? That's the original? Wow. That's insane. That. Shout out to Slammin' Tunes, by the way. Shout out to those guys. Oh, they found like a beat. Man, that's like a. That's like finding like a lost beat, but being re-uploaded to the internet is like, it's like lost media, like 101 right there. Oh man, that is a shout out to Slammin' Tunes, by the way.
It to YouTube. It wasn't long before every pop star and EDM producer wanted a taste. Everyone from Pitbull to Mims to Drunken Monkey to Firebeats all wanted to remix that saxophone line for themselves. The first time American audiences got to hear the
yeah, the Firebeats. This is your average like European big room house DJ and what they look like. They just have that weird like up and over type haircut. I'll never understand it.
Saxophone line for themselves. The first time American audiences got to hear the Calabria beat was from Alex Gaudino's 2006 remix called Destination Calabria. Notably, Gaudino's remix would feature vocals from American singer Crystal Waters. However, according to Kolsch, he was not pleased about the way it went down. I'll tell you the true story. We got screwed over by Gaudino really badly because his version was supposed to be a remix of our thing, and the record label cleared it behind my back. So if I ever meet him, I'm going to have to punch him for it.
Damn. That's insane. That is insane. Wow. So one of the big things when it comes to sampling is if you like, for example, want to make like a song or like an EDM beat or whatever, you have to have like a manager to go to like an music industry rep and be like, hey, we used this smidgen from a song that's in your catalog from years ago. We want those samples cleared. And the reason why that they want a sample to be cleared is because when it comes to samples, the people who made the original need to be paid for that. So it's just this little sliver of like it's like, think of it as like some of the older songs usually, they can pay like the original person who originally made it, but in other cases, it's most likely the record companies, but most of the other times, it's like you can't even find the original person anymore. That or the original beat that they borrowed it from is basically public domain. So if it's public domain, they don't need to do anything. It's in the public domain. That means they can do it, remix it, or do whatever they want. Like Night of the Living Dead. But for Rune to come forward and say, to say that he got screwed over, that it was supposed to be a remix, and that it was a completely new, different song. Damn. Like, there's a reason why. And I feel bad for Rune, man. Because now this little track that he made years ago got him screwed over. That's insane.
Gaudino's remix, with the addition of vocals, saw major commercial success. So
Damn.
naturally, Kolsch was inspired to make his own vocal remix of his own song. Later that year, Kolsch would team up with reggae phenom Natasha Saad to create Calabria 2007, the song we all know and love today.
Oh.
There is a lot to say about the circumstances behind this collaboration and how this song came to be. But let's first talk a little bit about the song itself. According to TuneBat and Song BPM, leading authorities on music analytics, Calabria 2007 is in the key of E minor. This is obviously wrong, as can be pretty clearly heard if you try to overlay an E minor chord with the song.
Ooh. Sounds higher.
No, Calabria is in E flat minor.
Ah, yep, I heard it now. I heard it
That
now.
isn't quite right. In reality, the key isn't E flat minor, but rather E flat Dorian. Granted, it's a very subtle difference, but listen to how noticeably different the song is when sung in straight E flat minor.
Yeah, that first one. Yeah, that first one. Yeah, I can hear it in that first one.
This isn't the full picture. This entire time, I've been using a pitch-shifted version of the recording. The real key center is just a baby step below E flat, so it's more like D half-sharp Dorian. Calabria 2007 in many ways is strikingly different from most dance club anthems. While many house beats can contain dozens of layers of stacked instruments, Calabria 2007 contains only 4. Just 4 instruments.
Yep. That's how music is made. 4 layers. So what he means by that is when you use like a DAW, you have like different like lines of audio tracks. So you can like, okay, one audio track is for the drums, the other one is for like a synthly, the other is like the bass, and then I think one last one, which is usually the percussions are usually the last ones. And there has been like, I think Fortet is notoriously well known for like making like banger house tracks and 10 tracks. That's all he needs. He needs like 10 audio tracks with maybe a digital synth somewhere hidden in there for like the bass and all. And it's insane. Like hell, even like tech house is like maybe in that very same vein where all it is just kicks, some drums, and maybe like a synth that is like a bass synth and a lead synth as well. And that's all you need. That's all you need, dude. Like, less means more sometimes in the electronic music community. You can put in so much less effort into it that ends up becoming much more than that.
The first of which being the drums pounding the most bare bones reggaeton beat humanly possible. There is almost nothing to this beat. There's not even a hi-hat. It's just kick and snare going boom ka boom ka boom ka boom ka.
It just works. I mean, it just works. That kick, the kick and percussions, it just works.
The bass track is just as simple with its root to B flat ostinato.
Yep, the bass.
Of course, it wouldn't be Calabria without that infamous saxophone line. Everything that makes this song interesting ultimately comes from the vocals. And boy, do the vocals...
So yeah, it's okay. So one is the vocal, the other is the horn. Then there was the percussion drums, and then the bass. So yeah, that's 4.
Vocals pack a punch. Your first reaction when hearing the vocals might be, my god, what are these lyrics? I mean, it sounds like English, but I can't understand a word she's saying. That would be because the lyrics are not in English. They are in Jamaican patois, an English-derived Creole spoken in, well, Jamaica. This is my friend Martina. She was born and raised in Jamaica.
Easy now, no need to figure it out. We know it very well. Most Jamaicans know it, yeah, man.
Easy now, no need to go down. What exactly does that mean?
Take your time, and no need to go down means winding down, like it's a dance going down. And what that would be like, you know, something a bit erratic. Work it gently and no broke up, no bone. That means you know, take your time when you're doing the do.
I'm not going to recite the song line by line, but here are the highlights. Whoop whoop when you run come around, Konayu de talk of the town, yeah, roughly translates to, you're a joy to be around, everyone likes you. Boy you sound a tickle means, don't tease me so hard. After about 30 minutes of speaking with...
Interesting. Very uplifting lyrics, I must say. Very uplifting lyrics for a song that we never understand. I mean, there's like a bunch of songs. They're like huge hits and we don't understand it. I mean, the Macarena is a good example of one, you know?
Martina, I came to a surprising realization. This song is wildly dirty. Natasha's vocals are suggestive, likening playing the saxophone with activities in the bedroom. While
it's a sex song! Okay, that makes sense.
Constantly begging her love interest to play that saxophone harder. Speaking about the lyrics, Kolsch said, basically, they're about this guy who makes her really horny. That's the whole joke, you know. I don't speak patois, so I don't really understand all of it. Being fluent in patois, you might assume that Natasha is a native Jamaican. And while that would be a logical assumption, you would be shockingly off. Natasha is actually not Jamaican at all, not even close.
My father is Sudanese from Sudan in Africa. He came to Denmark, married to my mother. They had me. And on the shelves was a lot of Danish music, a lot of rock and roll, but all of a sudden I found one Dennis Brown album in their record collection.
Born in Denmark, Natasha Saad fell in love with Jamaican music at an early age. At only 5 years old, she would discover Jimmy Cliff and Bob Marley in her parents' record collection. While her friends would stay out late, Natasha would stay home listening to reggae music. Natasha's music career began when she begged a radio DJ to let her perform an original song she had written in patois. While initially skeptical, the DJ did eventually give her the green light, and the crowd loved it. While still relatively unknown in the US, Natasha would go on to become somewhat of a household name in Jamaica. So when the time came, naturally, Calabria 2007 would tear up the Jamaican charts, but not in the way you think. The version of the song we all know was actually not the most popular version in Jamaica.
Have you ever heard of Vibes Cartel? Vibes Cartel is one of the biggest DJs in Jamaica. The song, The Calibra, she did this song with Vibes Cartel, and that's the one we know more. It was crazy. Crazy.
Being as she was...
That's fiery. That's a fiery ass beat, man. Oh, that's so fiery, man. That's fiery, man. Holy shit.
As she was so dearly beloved in Jamaica, what happened to Natasha on June 24th, 2007 becomes all the more tragic. Around 5:45 in the morning, Natasha was a passenger in a car that swerved out of control and crashed into a pole. She and 2 other passengers were rushed to Spanish Town Hospital, where Natasha was officially pronounced deceased. The driver reportedly fled the scene, although he did apparently end up turning himself in. Natasha's passing came a mere 3 months after the release of Calabria 2007.
Holy shit! God damn! 3 months after that?
The song would end up exploding in popularity 9 months later, peaking on the Billboard Hot 100 in March 2008. But the singer who had captivated the world was not even alive to sing her own song.
That's
needless to
sad.
say, Natasha's passing was big news in Jamaica.
She was in a crash, I remembered. It was quite a while. Yeah, man, I remembered. So it happened not exactly near to me, but it happened in my community.
Outside of Jamaica, though, the media made hardly a peep about it. Think about it. Did you know that the singer who sang this song was no longer around?
Nope. This is the first time I ever heard that she tragically died.
Grew up with this song, and I don't remember hearing a thing about it. Even more shockingly, the people whom Natasha had worked closest with did almost nothing to publicly acknowledge the tragedy. Rune Kolsch and Ultra Records, whom Natasha had partnered with on Calabria, didn't so much as release a short statement of condolence, which is especially surprising considering that, according to Kolsch himself, the inception of the song that had brought him so much success was her idea to begin with. The closest thing I could find to a statement came from a 2008 interview with Kolsch, where he said, "I'm very, very sad that she's not here to experience this great success with her voice. She would have been over the moon because she'd been struggling for so many years."
Damn. That's sad. Incredibly sad.
Given the unfortunate timing of her passing, Natasha was only able to perform her own hit song fewer than a dozen times. As far as I can tell, there are only 2 publicly available videos of Natasha singing Calabria. One of them being at Sumfest, a Jamaican reggae festival in 2006, before the song had even officially released. The only other video is a fan-captured clip of Natasha in 2007 performing in Odense, Denmark. Henriette Vettendorf might not realize it, but they happened to capture one of the most rare and exclusive videos in pop music history. There is some evidence that Natasha's passing weighed heavily on Kolsch. Inur, the duo that Calabria 2007 was officially released under, would disband after only a single album.
Damn.
Inur was an electronic music project founded by Kolsch and his half-brother Johannes Torp. Originally formed in 2000 as Artificial Funk, Inur would release their album Ragatronic in September 2008, shortly before going on hiatus. The most notable single from this album being, of course, Calabria 2007. There is a peculiarity with this album, however. Billed as an iTunes bonus track is another song called Calabria 2008.
Ooh.
Calabria 2008 performed noticeably better on the charts than did its predecessor, Calabria 2007. Except for the fact that it's the same track. Believe me when I tell you, it is the exact same recording, down to the second. I mean...
Damn. What did they do to improve? Wait, if this is the same track, like, was there maybe like some improvement with the 2008 version, or did they just basically go like, oh, it's the same thing, just put 2000? Well, I think it's most likely just to include the singer's name. That might be a possibility, but also like, what?
Maybe there is a slight tweak with the EQ, but even as a fairly experienced music producer, I can hardly tell any difference between the two. And that's not the only peculiarity with these releases. Whenever a major record label releases a new song, YouTube will auto-generate an audio track for the platform. These audio tracks will have information about the songs, such as writers, singers, and producers. Yet, for some reason, YouTube doesn't seem to know who composed or produced Calabria 2007. We know that the original instrumental was written by Rune Kolsch. The 2007 beat was remixed by Johannes Torp, and the vocals were written and recorded by Natasha Saad. Was there some fourth ghostwriter involved on the track? I'm not sure.
My guess would be that very famous horn section. It might be the horn section, I think. That's my guess. I think it's that horn section. And I think it might be the horn section because that horn section is one hell of a hook. I think that might be the reason why.
To make of this. While Calabria lives on in popular culture, it seems like the people who actually wrote the song want nothing to do with it. Rune Kolsch has not performed Calabria in years, despite having a very successful career as a DJ to this day. He's no longer signed.
Oh, he's Klosch now. That's interesting. Like I know I heard that last name before, but I didn't know he still does house music though.
To Ultra Records, and the record label that he released his original Calabria beat under doesn't even exist anymore. It's possible that Kolsch is haunted by Natasha Saad's passing, or perhaps he just doesn't want to relive the memories of fighting with his fellow producers and executives. Only he can know for sure. Calabria is an enormously famous and influential song. Yet, the thing I find most fascinating about Calabria is just how many people don't seem to know the song's name.
I'm gonna play a song for you, and I want to see if you know what the song is called. Ready?
Oh, yeah. I don't know the name, but I recognize the song. It's that one from the YouTube Rewind.
Having made it through this video, you're obviously now aware of the song's name. But you're also now aware of the chilling legacy behind this piece of pop history. Take this information however you will.
That's a weird way to end it, but damn. Yeah, that's insane. That is insane, man. Very insane indeed. I did not know that. I did not know about the passing. I didn't know about the complex history. And I think the whole composer not listed thing, it most likely might be YouTube's fault. Most likely YouTube's fault. I think it's YouTube's fault. But also at the same time, it's like, yeah, it's most likely, I would say that it's most likely YouTube's fault. It might be a YouTube thing. But if there was but to kind of think about it, if there was like a third, I don't know, stupid here. Second, I need a pause. I need the YouTube link, by the way, for later when the stream is over. Like, my only guess as to why that happened is most likely because it might be that horn section. It might be the horn section. Horn section because it's that bam, 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 bam. Like, I don't know who the original composer of that horn sound was. So I think we're kind of at a weird crossroads on it. Let me look through here. Could we fit in maybe one more? Can we fit in one more? Maybe? I don't know. Can we fit in? Letterbox Larry's Road to Grandmaster. Ooh, Northern Lion Leo. I usually watch that. Another day about Carcer. Carcer City, yeah. It's an hour long. I don't want to watch it. I want what I want is intriguing 20-minute video for me to react to. I always go for the 20-minute react. I'll do one more somewhere in here. Last 4 to escape. Nah, it's not even 9/11. Like May. In history. Second lawsuit. Short history of 303 and 12 songs. No. However, I do want to watch it by myself later on, though. That's for sure. That's for sure. I'm looking through here. Don't worry. We'll find something nice. We'll watch one more thing, I think. And then we will, no, not that one. There's this great that I would love to react to. All my homies hate Skrillex. That's a classic. That is a classic. That is a classic video about dubstep in a way. Come on, really, a 30-minute? Come on, give me a 20-minuter. Give me a 20-minuter. No, not that one. Most evil man in music? No. Damn, I gotta choose something that isn't like a weird ass true crime type thing, man. The DoorDash discourse. Damn. When I think of DoorDash now, I think of that lady who, oh God, I hated it. Like, there was, I think some of you may have heard of this story. If not, I think I'll retell it here. So there's this woman right now who's charged with, I think for a felony, which is, filming the insides of a private residence. And what happened was that there's this woman who was delivering some DoorDash, and as she was delivering it, the door went wide open, and inside the house was this man who was drunk, but his pants was down. And he was on the couch laying there, pants down, sadly, penis exposed, of course. And she... Now, a normal person in this situation who would see that would just silently close the door, walk away as if nothing has happened. But do not be like this woman where she decided to pull out her phone to record him and basically said, what a disgusting man that is. And motherfucker was on the fucking couch. Yes, his dick was exposed, but you filmed in his private residence. Now, okay, let's say, for example, she was right. Like, she's right as in, like, oh, I was harassed by a man who exposed his penis to me. It would be more like a, you know, he went to the door itself, flash his dick to her as she was placing the food down, and the guy would have been the asshole. But no, this was a dude, and based on his story he was out night drinking, he got home, and he thought that he put on his pants, but in reality he didn't put on his pants all the way. His junk was out, so he just laid on the couch, crashes out on the couch, and forgot to lock the door, even though he ordered DoorDash. And this fucking woman, yeah, let me pull out my phone to film a random guy doing absolutely nothing. Yes, his penis is exposed and saying hello to the world, but no, he wasn't doing anything that is like a weird sexual gesture, if you will, where it's like a little weird jack off or something like that. It wasn't like that. It was just sad. It was just really, really fucking sad, man. Incredibly fucking sad. Oh, man. Thank God she's being, like, I'm happy that she's being charged with it. Ooh, all right. I think I found a banger here. Last day, I found a banger. We're watching Dark Stories Behind Driveways That Lead to Nowhere. This is a banger. Uh-oh.
In the middle of the night on June 19th in the year 2000, two women, Ruth Melver and Deanna Tuff, as well as an unnamed 16-year-old girl, were sleeping in their rural farmhouse located near Union, Iowa.
Okay.
It was a typical Iowa summer night, hot and humid. For this reason, the women had all of their windows open in an attempt to keep their house cool.
Yeah. Iowa is The only interesting thing in Iowa, I will say, is the very famous world's largest truck stop, because I've been to that world's largest truck stop, and that place is fucking cool. It's a fucking cool place. We even went to the truck museum that came along with it. Pretty cool, pretty cool.
Around 1 a.m., a 33-year-old man named David Lennox pulled up to the house. Lennox entered the home through one of the open windows, where he then proceeded to shoot both the woman and kidnap the 16-year-old girl. He threw her in the back of his car and drove off. Back at the house, both of the women were in critical condition, but Deanna was still able to phone 911 as Lennox and the 16-year-old girl fled down the road. A few moments later, EMTs and an ambulance showed up. Deanna would eventually go on to make a full recovery. However, unfortunately, Ruth Melver wouldn't make it and was declared dead at the scene.
Damn.
There was now a wanted murderer/kidnapper roaming the streets of Iowa. Throughout the night, authorities would search for Lennox with little luck. But then they had a break in the case. A vehicle matching his vehicle's description was seen on Interstate 35. As a police officer approached the vehicle, it suddenly sped up and a chase ensued. Inside the vehicle was indeed both Lennox and the girl. The police had found him. Now all they needed to do was stop him before he could hurt the girl.
Okay.
Finally, near Ellsworth, Iowa, police ran David Lennox off the road and rescued the girl. Now, this is not a very well-known story nationally, but it is very well known in the local community. And the house where it all happened, where Ruth Melver died, began to gain a reputation. For years after the event, people would drive by the house and tell stories about the tragedy that happened there. And over time, it became kind of run down and it just had a bad reputation. In fact, the house became so notorious that several years later, around 2010, a decision was made to demolish it. So that's exactly what they did. And soon people forgot about the tragedy that occurred there. That house was located right here in this field. As you can see, nothing remains.
Okay.
Well, almost nothing. If you look down at the road, you can see the driveway. A driveway to nowhere. That is all that remains, and every day hundreds of people drive by this small patch of concrete, having no idea about the dark secrets it holds. That this little piece of concrete is the last evidence of a tragic event. This idea of forgotten remnants or scars of tragic events is something that I find very fascinating, and it's what we're going to discuss today. We're going to discuss several examples of subtle
All right, that's a good concept. That's a good concept. To be fair, that is a very good concept for like a true crime TV show, if you think about it, because there's always like some weird like driveway to nowhere type story out there, even though there sometimes some of it is just, hey, the house is dilapidated, it's about to be destroyed and all, and you know, okay, fair enough, it's all destroyed, the house is all destroyed and all, everything is down, and it got demolished maybe because the house is just dilapidated or anything, but I think he found like that very small niche of there used to be a crime that took place here, but now it's demolished. So this piqued my interest.
Remnants behind tragedies that if most people were to walk past, would never think twice about. Now here we are on a lovely street in a peaceful suburb in Indianapolis.
Okay.
Seems like a normal American neighborhood. But we soon come across this rather strange driveway to nowhere. Clearly a house once stood here. So what happened? Well, on the night of November 10th, 2012, most people in Richmond Hill, Indiana were fast asleep. But around 11:10 p.m., practically everyone woke up. There was a loud, thunderous explosion. The epicenter of said explosion was at a house located at 8349 Fieldfair Way. This house was completely destroyed, and it severely damaged several other nearby homes. Soon after the explosion, a massive fire broke out, and over 60 firefighters quickly arrived at the scene. The owners of the home that exploded were Monty Shirley and Mark Leonard. Now you would think, oh, they must be dead. Surely they would not have survived this explosion. Except they weren't at home. They survived the explosion because they were at a casino in Lawrenceburg, Indiana. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for their next door neighbors, Don and Jennifer Longworth. They
that's
unfortunately
tragic.
died in the explosion. There were also 7 other neighbors who were severely injured. After the incident, authorities began to investigate the cause of the explosion, and they noticed a red flag almost immediately. One of the occupants of the home that exploded, Mark Leonard, had a history of insurance fraud. They also discovered, rather conveniently, that the daughter of the other resident, Monty Shirley, was staying at a babysitter's house, and their cat had also been taken away to another location. After interviewing various neighbors, the investigators found
that is so sussy. Now, if the cat did die, then it'll be more like, oh, that's a coincidence. That's very, like, it wouldn't be a coincidence. It would be more like, oh, it's just this tragic house that exploded. But the cat thing, I feel like the cat thing was a big dead giveaway, though. The cat thing is a dead giveaway.
On the same day of the explosion, around 2 in the afternoon, and that 2 men came out of this white van, went inside the house for a very short period, and then quickly ran out and drove away. Due to the mounting evidence and history of insurance fraud, police arrested Monty Shirley, Mark Leonard, and his brother Bob, and charged them all with 2 counts of murder and arson. Police argued that the 3 were committing insurance fraud, and that they had filled the house with natural gas and then set the microwave to go off at a certain time. This was all to collect $300,000 in insurance money. After the trial, the trio were found guilty, and they are now serving time in prison. However, Mark Leonard, the mastermind behind all of it, died of natural causes in 2017.
All right. That was a good one.
A pretty insane and tragic story. Practically all of the homes that were damaged from the explosion have been rebuilt. However, one empty lot does remain. The location of the former house that exploded. You can see that house if you go back to 2007 on Google Maps. This house right here is the house where the 2 fatalities occurred. Now today that house has been rebuilt. All that remains of the insurance fraud house that exploded is a driveway to nowhere.
Interesting. That is interesting. That story number 2 was pretty good. Story 2 was pretty good.
One thing that I have learned while researching for all these videos is that it is extremely easy to find anyone's personal information.
Okay, add time. Let me see if I could skip it.
Addresses. It's all out there online.
Skipping.
For anyone. A city that was struck by a natural disaster and the creation of abandoned driveways. Look up code Swiggle at Esters are a major factor in the creation. Thank you so much to Delete Me for sponsoring the video. Natural disasters are a major factor in the creation of abandoned driveways. Look up any town or city that was struck by a natural disaster and you are bound to find remnants from that event. One of the most destructive natural disasters is...
Okay, that's understandable. Like, yeah, a storm would make sense, yeah.
The tornado. The Oklahoma City suburb of Moore is known to be a bit of a tornado magnet. Several times in the past 3 decades, large and destructive tornadoes tore paths through the city, the most recent being on May 20th, 2013. This particular tornado was so devastating and powerful that the National Weather Service gave it an EF5 rating, the highest possible tornado rating with wind speeds over 200 miles per hour. Now here's the path of the 2013 Moore tornado. As you can see, it entered the city from the southwest.
Wow, you could just see it like right there. Oh, damn, I didn't even notice that. That's insane. Damn, storms are really
tore through several neighborhoods and then exited the city on the northeast side. And as you can see, one of the heaviest hit areas was the West Moore neighborhood. In this neighborhood, entire rows of homes were wiped off the map. And using some historic Google Earth imagery, what do we see if we move forward a few months?
Only a few houses,
abandoned driveways, and even a few foundations. Now, thankfully, if we fast forward to today, practically every home was rebuilt. It looks just like a normal neighborhood again. However, if we look closely, we can still find a few abandoned driveways to nowhere. Here is one example. As you can see, pre-tornado, it was a home. A nice home. But after the tragic tornado of May 20th, 2013, all that remains is this driveway.
Idea. You make this like empty lot right here like a stark reminder of that tornado. Like just have it as like a, you know, maybe like a little like memorial type thing, you know, that, you know, that the neighborhood, I feel like the HOA would have like a kind of a field day with that, but if I were them though, just place like maybe like a little statue or a flag. But I do see the hold on. I do see the pipe right here. So I think that's like the water and the sewage kind of systems, like right there. So I think it's more like this lot is available for a house to be built on. But I think they have to like sell. I feel like that's more of like a real estate kind of thing though with it. But
and there are several other of these if you look hard enough.
Ooh, another one right there.
Now, like I said, more is.
I like how. Okay, I like how with this one, like this used to be a house, but now there's like a house right next to it that just took up the entire like missing plot. That's interesting. That's cool.
Now, like I said, Moore is a bit of a tornado magnet. This city has been hit several times before, the most prominent example being that of May 3rd, 1999. This tornado was also an F5, and it was estimated to feature winds over 300 miles per hour, making it one of the most powerful tornadoes of all time. Now, looking at Moore around that time in 1999, we can see a path. It goes right through Moore and then up into Del City. And if we zoom into the path and look hard enough, we can again find some abandoned driveways. Now, it's not quite as easy because this happened nearly 30 years ago, but they are still there.
I like how this guy is just using it as an extra parking space. That's kind of cool.
For example, if you look up near Del City, there is this driveway. And if you go back to 1990s aerial imagery, yep, there was once a house there that got destroyed in 1999 by the tornado.
Huh. Is that car still there? Oh, it is still there. So yeah, it's totally somebody who just parks it there. Okay.
Like I said, it's much more difficult to find these driveways the further back in time we go, but that begs the question. What is the oldest abandoned driveway we can find from a tornado? I'm not entirely sure, but the oldest I could find, well, I didn't find it. It was actually sent to me from a viewer named Deb, and it comes from the 1966 Topeka, Kansas F5. Take a look at this aerial damage from the tornado. See this row of homes? This is the same area today.
Okay.
Now, if we go back, you can kind of see some driveways. I know it's a little blurry, but we can kind of see some driveways. Do any of these driveways remain? Kind of. Let's go down on the street view.
All right. Street view, maybe. Yeah. Ooh, wait.
When we go down this street, what do we find? We find this. A gap in the curb where a driveway once was. A very subtle remnant.
Subtle. I like that.
Here's that same driveway, by the way, right after the tornado. Yeah, like I said, it's a bit hard to see, but it's right there.
Interesting.
And here it is today. Amazing.
So it's now somebody else. Now it's somebody else's yard. That's interesting.
And that's very fascinating to me. Now we can find even older remnants than that. Tornado remnants don't always have to be driveways. The Dr. Pepper Museum in Waco, Texas, for example.
Oh, that's interesting. You could tell. Oh, okay. This is pretty evident because the brick colors are completely different from the other brick color.
Features scars left from a tornado way back in 1953.
That's interesting.
And there's also this high rise in Lubbock, Texas that also features a scar from a tornado that struck it in 1970.
Ooh.
Let me know if you can find some older tornado remnants. Of course, hurricanes also cause a ton of destruction, and unfortunately, it's pretty easy to find remnants from Hurricane Katrina in 2005. First of all, check out how catastrophic this flooding is. It is insane. Hurricane Katrina was seriously a storm of the century.
Oh yeah, that is a storm of century.
But yeah, if you move forward to today, it is very easy to find driveways to nowhere and empty green lots. There's a whole row of them right here.
Ow. All of them to like nowhere. And I feel like the house
disasters seem to be the #1 cause of abandoned driveways.
And also that house right next to it looks abandoned as well. So I feel like a lot of people who lived in New Orleans, even after the 2005 hurricane, I think they had to like just move out of Louisiana and to somewhere else just because of that.
Driveways and bare foundations.
So that displacement
Another
is
common
so
culprit
insane.
is fire. This happens in like literally every town. In your own town, there was probably a house that caught on fire once where all that remains is an abandoned driveway. Now, while hopefully not as common today due to advances in fire prevention, deaths caused by house and venue fires used to be somewhat common. While doing research for this video, it seemed to me that every city in America at least features a few abandoned driveways that may have resulted from house fires. We drive right past these driveways every day, not realizing that not long ago, a house on that lot burnt down. But for this entry, we're actually going to look at an abandoned driveway that led to a venue rather than a specific home. On May 28, 1977, over 3,000 people were attending various events at the Beverly Hills Supper Club in Southgate, Kentucky. The Beverly Hills Supper Club was a very popular event venue due to its large size and close proximity to Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh, alright.
The Beverly Hills Supper Club is the showplace of the nation. Outstanding entertainment nightly in the beautiful cabaret room. Let us plan your wedding or next party. We have 18 party rooms.
Musical artists from all over the world would often host shows at the Beverly Hills Supper Club during their tours. It would also often host business outings, trade shows, weddings. It was practically busy every single weekend. However, the first weekend of May in 1977 proved to be busier than usual, as it was featuring the popular entertainer John Davidson. For this reason, the venue was way over capacity. In the cabaret room where Davidson was to perform, there were over 1,000 people in attendance. The room was only supposed to have 600 people in it max, so it was nearly double its rated capacity. The venue also featured old, sketchy wiring, and on Saturday, May 28, 1977, faulty wiring beneath the zebra room initiated a small fire. When workers around 9 p.m. noticed smoke seeping through the vacant zebra room's door, they quickly called the fire department and then entered the room to try to extinguish the flames. Unfortunately, opening the door allowed a lot of oxygen into the room, which led to a flashover. Suddenly, the small fire became a large fire, and that large fire began to engulf the rest of the building. Due to overcrowding and the Beverly Hills Supper Club's labyrinth-like layout, patrons had a difficult time exiting, and many would be unable to make it to safety. In the end, of the 3,000 individuals in the venue, 165 would be killed, and over 200 would be injured.
Camera can't focus very well on the hill in this light, but every few minutes you see stretchers just coming in. They've laid the bodies out on the hill.
Most of the fatalities occurred near the northeast exit door of the cabaret room. After the fire, any remains that survived were quickly torn down. Another house that was also part of the event venue, the Mafia House, was also torn down, even though it was unaffected. Due to the tragedy, nothing has been built in the location of the former Beverly Hills Supper Club, and it remains an empty lot to this day. However, remnants still remain. You might not notice much if you're driving down Highway 27 in Southgate, Kentucky, but as you're passing Go-Go Meds, you may notice a little overgrown driveway next to the parking lot, a driveway that is often gated off. This is the beginning of the driveway that led all the way up to the Beverly Hills Supper Club. Now it just looks like a weird random road entrance in a parking lot, something that would easily go unnoticed by the general public.
I like the little statue right there. I feel like somebody who remembered that and the tragedy just placed that there, along with that other.
Now, if I get on Google Earth, I can show you the exact location of the former supper club. So this aerial photo was taken right after the fire. Here is the same angle lined up on Google Earth.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not perfect, but it's close. This
See
is the
a
area
depression.
where the club was located. And over here is where the majority of the fatalities occurred from the fire. Going back to historic Google Earth imagery, we can easily see this abandoned driveway go all the way up to where the club once stood. You can also see some foundation and other remnants. In fact, the site has become popular with urban explorers who have managed to find artifacts, including dishes, around the site. And it also looks like you can still see some former pillars near the entrance close to the road. For decades, drivers on Highway 27 passed the entrance, having no clue about the dark event.
Oh, that's interesting. We have like one more. Looks like we have one more here.
There have actually been some recent updates in the past year. In fact, this road has now been completely repaved. And now you can even drive up it on Google Earth.
So,
why has it been repaved? What is going on? Well, if we go up to the top of the hill where
is it a
this
church?
road leads, you'll notice something new.
Oh,
Luxury apartments. Yeah,
oh,
they built apartment buildings up on the site. Now, to be fair, they're not in the exact same location as the former Beverly Hills Supper Club, which was right here, but they are next door. In fact, it kind of looks like they're putting in a whole neighborhood up here. They also recently put in a memorial site near the entrance down by the highway, which
that's smart. That's smart. I think it's important to have that memorial right there.
is a very nice memorial to the victims of the tragedy. In the end, every town, every city has examples of this. Abandoned driveways or remnants from a tragedy. Perhaps it was a fire, a murder, a disaster of sorts. Literally every town has this. I found 3 in my own city. So next time you're out driving around or walking in your community, keep your eyes open. You may notice an abandoned driveway. Now, most of the time, they're usually nothing. Like maybe something just, got condemned because they didn't take care of it. But you never know until you look into it. Does your town or city have any examples of these? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, this was a banger. This was a banger. That was a banger. That was a banger. That was fun to look into something like that. That was fun. That was extremely goddamn fun. Well, anyways, thank you so much for stopping on by. I highly appreciate it. This coming Thursday, we'll be posting the schedule. I think after dinner, I'm gonna take like a little bit of a little small napperoonie, if you will. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Also, I will be oh shoot. Here we go. Try and make that small. So we'll be posting the videos that we watched today in the description of the stream. But first things first, do a good old raid message here, kicking it on the ducking computer raid. All right, that's good. All right, let's see who's on. Let's see who's on. Let's see who's on. See who's on. Oh, hey Shia. Lovely new D-bud right there. Is this a D-bud? No, it's just some. Let me look through here. I'm looking through here. Seeing it. I just want to see if see here. I'm trying to find a good person to write. Who's this? Yuma Bammy? Oh, that person. Actually, let me find somebody else here. Oh wow, I didn't know. Yep, Subathon. I'm looking through. Don't worry, Chad. I'm looking through. Good try. The other person first. Try that, and if not that, I think we'll just raid Ashen. But see if it's possible to raid a person right now who's doing freaking. Oh, we can. Perfect. Perfect. Raiding Espria because they're doing Dark Souls, and I like Dark Souls. So anyway, thank you so much for stopping on by, and I'll see you guys this coming Thursday. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Goodbye.
Yeah, we're never still allowed. Fuck
That
those
guy
guys,
do
I don't care.
though.